I've got the blues. I've got the alcoholic blues. No more beer, my heart to cheer. Goodbye, whiskey. You used to make me frisky. So long, highball. So long, gin. Oh, tell me when you're coming back again. Blues, I've got the blues. Since the amputated my blues. Lordy, Lordy, war is swell. You know, I don't have to tell. Oh, I've got the alcoholic blues, some blues. Prohibition, that's the name. Prohibition drives me insane. I'm so thirsty, soon I'll die. I simply grind, evaporate, I scarce that dry. I wouldn't mind to live forever in a train. If my thirst had only let me quench, and not with Bevo or ginger ale. I want real stuff by the pail.
Welcome to the Speak Uneasy, a safe space where cancel culture does not exist because we are in a different prohibition era.
Good evening, and welcome to another episode of the Speak Uneasy with your host, the bartender. Tonight's random read is going to come off the book of Romans, chapter 8, verses 18 through 27, Anticipation of Glory. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. For the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of God. For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who had subjected the same in hope, because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of God. I hope you guys are listening to this. I really hope you guys are listening to this. For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. And not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit, even we ourselves groan within ourselves, waiting for the adoption to with the redemption of our body. For we are saved by hope, but hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, why doth he yet hope for? But if we hope for that we see not, then do we with patience wait for it. Likewise, the Spirit also helpeth our infirmities. For we know not what we should pray for as we ought, but the Spirit itself maketh intercession for us with groanings which cannot be uttered. And he that searcheth the hearts knoweth what is the mind of the Spirit, because he maketh intercession for the saints according to the will of God. Once again, this random read comes from the book of Romans, chapter 8, verses 18 through 27, in anticipation of glory. That, when I read that today, I had to read it multiple times for me to understand and I still don't understand what it means fully, but I got a good generalization of what it was saying to me. So, If you guys got what that reading says to you, good for you. That means the message got through. That ends the show for tonight. Thank you for I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Okay. So tonight's cocktail, I'm going to be making a cocktail called Bulldog Highball. Bulldog Highball. I tried to find history on this cocktail, but I couldn't. There was no history on this cocktail. Nonetheless, we're making it tonight. So, first ingredient for this cocktail is going to be 1.5 ounces of dry gin. And tonight's dry gin that I have is Beefeater London. So let's go ahead and pour this into the Collins glass I got here. I've already chilled my Collins glass. And we got some ice in there already. So if you guys are not familiar about what a highball is, hold on, I can't multitask. I have to concentrate on the pour because I don't want to be spilling all over my desk. Okay, if you guys don't know what a highball is pretty much a drink that we make in the glass. Okay, like there's no shaking or anything like that. Okay, so I got 1.5 ounces of Beefeater gin into the... Yeah, go ahead and keep laughing there, Mr. C. Okay, so that's 1 ounce, 1.5 ounces of gin into the Collins glass, which has already been chilled and has ice in it. Next ingredient that we're going to have in there is 1 ounce of fresh squeezed orange juice. I have a little bit over than 1 ounce, so we're going to go ahead and just pour that in there. All right. It's almost like a screwdriver, huh? Well, here's the kick of it. So the ingredients called for an actual ginger ale. I don't have ginger ale. I thought I had ginger ale. I have ginger beer. So we're going to substitute the ginger ale for ginger beer, which probably makes it a different cocktail in itself. Nonetheless, ginger ale, ginger beer, what the hell? They're both good. So let's go ahead and top that off with ginger beer. Okay, there we go. Now, I have my metal straw in there. Just give it a little bit of a stir. Just a bit. Just a couple of revolutions. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and give this bad boy a taste. Dude, this is not bad. This will get you effed up, though. It's good. I don't like drinking gin, but this is damn good. It's refreshing. It's good for a hot day. Unfortunately, here in Texas, today it started being cold again. So it's freaking cold out here, and I'm drinking this drink, but it's a good drink. Nonetheless, here's to the Bulldog Highball. Cheers, everybody. This is good. All right. Before I hit up the chats, I'm going to have my good old friend come on in to the bar with me. Mr. C, are you there? There he is. There he is. I am good. I am good. How about yourself, my friend? Dude. Yeah, no, this is damn good. I'm not a gin drinker, but this is pretty damn good. I have to say, it's pretty damn good. I wonder how it would taste if it was actual ginger ale, though. Because I thought I had ginger ale, but apparently somebody freaking drank the last one that I thought we had. No, ginger beer is good. I like ginger beer. There's a cocktail that I usually make with ginger beer and whiskey. I think it's called no, it's not the Mammy Taylor, because the Mammy Taylor, it's almost like a Moscow Mule, but instead of using vodka, it uses whiskey. I forgot the name of the drink, but it's good. That's a good drink too. So Oh, wait. Hold on. Yeah, okay, hold on. Amateur night again. Okay, try it now.
It's your show, not mine. Speaking easy. You know, I don't do this to my guests; they do it to themselves.
Shit.
It's like the last couple of guests I had on, they did it to themselves. It wasn't me.
Okay. Oh, I will take full responsibility for this amateur night that we're having here at the bar tonight. I just took a couple tastes of this
That's right,
drink.
too, speaking easy.
I'm not even drunk yet, and I still can't figure this thing out. Okay,
you know what we used to say that back in the day. Man can't hang. Man can't hang.
Let me say hi to everybody in the bar here. We got DJ Kurisu, who says half a day like he always does. Thanks for coming by, brother. Thank you. Kiss is in the house. Thank you for coming in the bar, Kiss. Thank you so much. Wow, we have AP here. He comes in and out every once in a while. It's nice to see you, AP. It's been a while.
Been a while.
And of course, you're here. Whiskey Blue is here. Yo, present and accounted for. We're not taking roll call. Shit. We're not in school. Let's see.
Screw it. No, just kidding.
I'm just trying to see who else is in here. DJ Kurisu, thank you for the can. Thank you. Kampai to you too, man. Kampai, Tomodachi. Thank you so much, brother.
Isn't that a drink like kampai and soda or something like that?
Kampai is cheers in Japanese. That's what
kampai.
That's what kampai is.
Kampai, DJ Kurisu. Kampai.
And so you're having a cab tonight, huh?
I am having a warm Liberty Creek Cabernet. I won't tell you how many glasses, but
dude, it sounds. I think you got a. You've already. You're what? You're probably on number 2 or 3 right now.
Glasses?
I don't know.
Or bottles?
Oh shit! Bottles?
Yeah, man. I was just like, just doing some family stuff the last couple of days, and I just said to them, I was like, you know what? Like, I have a show tonight, just so you guys know.
So is this family that's from out of town, or?
It's family matters. We'll just put it there, right? And like, just stuff that needed to be taken care of.
Gotcha.
And then, so just that kind of thing. You know, like nothing too serious, but nothing too simple. And so I was just like, well, just so y'all know, I do have a show tonight. I was like, I just got on the show like a couple of weeks ago. So, you know, I'm going to be on the show tonight. So just so you guys know, I got a show tonight.
Well, I'm glad you're here, man. I'm glad you made, because I hadn't seen you. I hadn't seen you yesterday nor today. So I was thinking, oh, damn.
It's just been 2 days, y'all. It's just been 2 days.
I was like, oh shit, is he going to show? I was like, dude,
but
is there an emergency that I don't know about? I don't know, but you know, it's.
Hey, you know what they say? Like I always used to run my life this way: fever, fracture, or funeral, or family matter. You know, those are the 4 F's. So that's the only time I dip out if I have to. But I mean, I wasn't gonna miss this for sure, because like I'm enjoying myself hanging out with you, and it's an honor to be able to like, you know, do something a little bit different from what I normally do. So I was like, look guys, like I know we've got some stuff going on, but like just so you know, I got a show tonight, and I don't want to be a no-show because it's only been 3 episodes.
Right. No, and you know, I think I'm having a good time doing this too. Like honestly, I really don't know the direction of where this is going to go, but for the past,
right? That's exciting.
But for the past 3 episodes that we've done together, it's been fun. It's been really fun. Yeah. Of course, it's a double-edged sword where we laugh, but at the same time, we say to ourselves, like, damn, this is really going on around the country and the world. So, you can take whatever, you can take it for what it is, you know, the stuff that we review, because it's pretty much commentary on what we think about these articles. It's ridiculous. We never thought that we would never think that some of these stories would actually be stories, but here they are. Here they are, man.
Dude, I mean, if it's not because the stories are just ridiculous for what they are, it's because they're ridiculous because for what they are. You know?
Exactly. No, exactly. That's why I said it's a double-edged sword.
Oh my goodness, man. So, but anyhow, yeah. So I didn't want to miss it. So even though like I wasn't able to like do the C report the last 2 days, I think I'll be back on tomorrow. But like for the last 2 days, I was just like, well, I really wanted to be here tonight. So just so you know, man, and like everyone else
nice,
out there, like I
man.
saw Hope by the Rabbit jumped in also, and he was like,
Hey, what's
hey,
up, Pilled?
yeah, and then that's the thing too. Like I received a lot of messages from concerned friends and audience and all that stuff. So I mean, my heart goes out to all you guys.
That's
And
that's
for sure, like
that is so cool, man.
I appreciate that.
I honestly think that is so cool when your listeners they reach out to you because they haven't heard from you in a while, and I think that's great, man.
It's only been 2 days. No, just kidding. But if you get on my email list, which is brand new at thecreport.com,
that's probably why. Yeah, that's probably why people don't know, because it's brand new.
Brand new. I just set it up yesterday. So like,
well, there you go.
Yeah, no, seriously. I sent some emails out to some people that I've been in touch with through email. I hadn't gotten to yours yet, Mr. The Easy Speak Not.
You have, dude. You have my email, dude.
I do, and I'm gonna put you in the email list now. It's too late now. I have your as for me right now, this minute, I have your permission to add you to my email. But like other. Because I was going through emails and I was like, hey, is it cool if I add you to the email list and stuff like that? And like, I just, I did send out a mass email. It's not a huge email list right now, but, that way at least I will send out a community. I mean, it kind of sounds, it could kind of sound like it's just like, self ingratiating to be like, join my email list and I'll tell you whether I'll be on or not.
No. I mean, dude, how else can you promote yourself? Seriously, how else can you promote yourself? I mean, sometimes you got to step aside. I mean, it's the presentation of how you promote yourself too. Because I get it. Like, I don't want to come out as like a used car salesperson, but the truth of the matter is we have to promote ourselves. That's how we grow. And for you, you want to grow.
That's something you've been teaching me, actually. You've been teaching me that to like kind of like get over that hill.
We have to.
I don't know what kind of hill it is.
We have to. I mean, it sounds I say that to myself like, dude, I kind of sound like I'm a used car salesperson, but to be honest, like if I don't put myself out there and tell the people to help me like grow the show, like how can I expand? And this community seems to be a bunch of people who want to help each other out and who wants to help the content creators too. So the way they do that too is by word of mouth, right? So I don't think that there's anything wrong with self-promotion. It's just how you deliver it, maybe. Because I do agree with you that there are some people, and I'm not going to mention, like, I'm not mentioning anybody here, but like when I on the other platform that I do my DJ stuff on, I can you can tell, like, dude, you just, you're not there to create an ecosystem, a community. You're there for yourself. And honestly, the stuff that you and I do here, it's not for ourselves. It's for everybody. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
that even goes down to some of the news that we share, though, right? Because like a lot of people in this particular community are so, and I'm not saying everyone is, but a lot of people are so caught up in like what's going on. Like, oh, we just want to give them some time to like kind of just like let some steam off.
Right.
Enjoy themselves.
Well, not only for the enjoyment part of it, but they have to know the foolery that's going on at the same time too, because they could be so concentrated about specific things, right? Without looking at other things that are.
We could talk about the cock who got the cock cut off at the cockfight. It would be totally irrelevant,
Well, that's entertainment. But so far, a lot of the stories that we've been doing has been connected to actual things that we do care about. Not just stupidity, but like things that we actually care about. Like for the
one of the stories I'm going to share tonight is kind of one of those like topics. And I think it was either a Kiss or DJ Kudasu who threw that in the chat about that topic, but we'll get there. So
Yeah, we sure will. We sure will.
yeah, we will, because people are gonna be like, oh, you just want to talk about that? And I'll be like, no, let me tell you why we're gonna talk about this and why that's news.
Well, with his articles, I was digging for for the articles that I dug for, because we do two articles each. I was digging. Like, I was actually doing some work today. Like I didn't go to my go-to website, because when I went there today, there was nothing. Like, there was nothing new. I was like, oh shit. So
no way.
Yeah, there was nothing new. So then I said to myself, okay, I'm gonna search for something ridiculous, and I was able to find something. I was able to find a couple things that was ridiculous. So people here are going to they're gonna be entertained. At the same time, they may get upset, but not because because it's like I said, it's a double-edged sword. It's funny, but at the same time, it's going on.
I might ejaculate during that first.
Oh, jeez. Oh, that visual. I can't unsee that now.
Well, you know, I never would do that with the topic of conversation for the first one, but I mean verbal ejaculation, sir. Verbal ejaculation.
Jeez. All right, let's get this thing started. Before we start digging ourselves in a hole here.
Premature what? No, just a premature graves, sir. Okay.
All right. I think we've had enough. All right. Hold on.
Put down the cab, Mr. C. Put down the cab. No, just kidding.
Let me take us over here to the. There we go. Okay, so here's the first one. Let me put it on screen share, so then you can read it to everybody there.
Am I going first?
Let's do this. Yeah, you're gonna go first because the shockers have to come later. The shockers have to come later.
Yeah, this isn't so much a shocker, but it should wake some people up.
Right. All right, go ahead.
All right, so here's what we got, guys. Was it DJ Kudasu or was it Kiss who was like, are we going to talk about Ukraine tonight? Well, not per se. I think we got enough people talking about Ukraine. If you've been hanging out with us at the C Report, we've been talking about Ukraine for more than 2 weeks. Okay, so let's just go with this. We got and I might add, if you've been hanging out over at Mr. CTV, the Mr. C channel at the C Report, then you already know this story and why it is so ridiculous. Okay, like you ain't gonna learn nothing new tonight, but for those of you who haven't been hanging out, maybe you should be hanging out. Okay, Joe Biden sanctions Russia's Nord Stream 2 pipeline 9 months after lifting Donald Trump's sanctions from Breitbart. This is so ridiculous, guys. Okay,
look at that ridiculous. Look at that ridiculous guy in that picture.
It is so ridiculous because first of all, Trump did not allow Nord Stream 2 to go through. And then second of all, Biden, once this illegitimate administration gets into office, decides that, oh, he's going to shut down the XL pipeline between here and Canada, and he's going to cut down our energy, cut down our jobs, going to make us pay more for gas, make us pay for everything.
Shit, it's already gone up.
Of course,
I remember.
It gets worse,
dude. I remember when I first moved out here.
You're think, like less than $2 a gallon. Oh!
Dude, the lowest I've ever seen for gas, ever. $1.39 was the lowest I've ever seen.
Sir.
And so I took a picture and I posted it on my social media to show my friends, because this is when I was traveling back and forth still between here and California. And I was posting on social media, look how much I'm paying for gas over here, fools. And they're like, dude, we're almost like $5, bro.
Dude, I'm telling you. And so, like, you have this whole situation where Biden cuts down the XL pipeline between here in America, but at the same time, he grants Putin the ability to have his Nord Stream 2 that will be a pipeline between him and Germany and will evade Ukraine ultimately. And this is why it's ridiculous, because now he's shutting it down. Like that's not the only reason why it's ridiculous. We're gonna get into why it's really, we're gonna get to really, like, this is news in a minute, but like, think about it. Like, why would he even try to use shutting it down as leverage against Russia for going to war with Ukraine, when he could have used it as leverage to even open it up, as long as he doesn't go to war with Ukraine to begin with? Like, he could have been like if Putin were really sitting on the edge of his seat saying, I want to take over Ukraine, which we all know is a bunch of bullshit, like, he could have been like, well, if you don't go to war with Ukraine, we'll open up Nord Stream 2, and that would have given him all the leverage that he needed, with no violence and with no hysteria. And that's hysteria not only from the mainstream, lamestream, shamestream, fake stream, legacy, mockingbird propaganda media, but also for the economy of Ukraine. Because when you're talking about going to war in a country and everyone is afraid for their lives, and they have ethnic Russians like fleeing back to Russia from Ukraine and Kiev, and they have people just up in a tizzy in, you know, Ukraine itself, you are hurting their economy. You're hurting tourism, you're hurting business, you're hurting everything in that country, because everyone is so up in their panty twists about possible war that they're not gonna spend money. The economy is gonna crash, and then like a weak economy makes it even more viable for, like, you know, war and that type of like engagement. And so it's not good for anybody. So why Biden's illegitimate administration made that move, I could say I don't know, but I could guess it's probably because that's exactly the way that they wanted it.
Oh, this
So,
is all
let's
done.
get into
This is all done by design, bro. I think we know. We
it's
understand
all
this.
by design.
We understand this, man.
Do we? It is. It is all by design, and I hope we do understand. So this way I don't have to explain so much. All right. So President Joe Biden announced Wednesday he would level sanctions on Russians' proposed Nord Stream 2 pipeline after lifting sanctions on the project put in place by former President Donald Trump. This is news. I mean, really? Okay, so it says, today I have directed my administration to impose sanctions on Nord Stream 2 AG and its corporate officers, Biden said in a statement detailing his decisions. And again, Zelensky said, why didn't you do this before? Why did you wait until Putin decided to go ahead and recognize the sovereignty of two people's republics in our own supposed, you know, homeland? Like, why didn't they do that then? Why did they wait until Putin said, oh, I'm going to go ahead and recognize these two as sovereign nations? Okay. And then, so this way, the entire world and their media could say Putin's invading Ukraine, when Putin is recognizing two sovereign nations that don't want to be part of Ukraine. Why wait until then? Why didn't Biden do that months ago to stop Putin from recognizing them when he could have? Okay, he could have done that. But like you said, Speak, it's because it's by design.
It is by design.
So the article continues. In May 2021, Biden lifted sanctions for the pipeline, arguing it would be difficult, if not impossible, for him to block the project. It's almost completely finished. You know, that thing, the guy, whatever, toaster. It's not like I can allow Germany to do something or strudel, Biden at the time said, explaining why he was willing to lift sanctions. I'm sorry, you know, Biden didn't read that sentence straight. You know, Biden threw a freaking "my butt is wiped" in there somewhere. And
no, you're right. You're right.
Biden argued at the time that his butt was white, and that lifting the Trump era sanction were important to rebuilding America's relationship with Europe, calling them counterproductive against his clean diaper. On Monday, Germany announced they would halt the Nord Stream 2 pipeline project after Putin sent troops into Ukraine for the sake of peacekeeping in two provinces of the country which had declared independence. Now, if I may stop right there, okay, we can put some jest on this, but don't I need to see this
Okay.
paragraph still, that little right there. Okay, on the Monday. Okay, because here's the thing. Okay, Germany did not want to go to war with Russia. Germany was against NATO and the deep state of the United States of America pushing for this war, because Germany knew that they were going to benefit from this pipeline, Nord Stream 2, between them and Russia. Like, Germany was like, no, we're not going to send troops over there. We're not going to send any military might, because we know that we're going to benefit, because we're going to get gas a lot cheaper, and we're going to have a lot more coming to the German people. So they did not want it. Germany did not want this conflict at all, 100%. They were just like, no, it's not going to happen. Okay, like, we're not going to do it. But now, this situation has happened, okay, where Biden says that Russia was going to attack last Wednesday. It didn't happen. Putin pantsed him, make him look like a fool. And then this is what's up. We'll get to this in jest, but this is what's up. What's up is that what is happening right now in the Luhansk and the Donetsk region in Donbass, those are the two people's republics in the Donbass region. They have decided that they want to be sovereign and independent from Ukraine. And in Crimea, when that happened, in order for the Crimean government to have their referendum or their vote to become sovereign from Ukraine, Russia had to send in peacekeeper troops, because Ukraine.
Are you saying that in air? Are those peacekeepers in air quotes?
No, I'm not saying it in air quotes, because This is what happened. If you're paying attention to that episode that I aired, Speaking Easy. No, just kidding. No. Here's what happened. Okay, here's what happened. Crimea in 2014 decided that they wanted to have a referendum. Mm-hmm. The West, the globalists backed, the bastards, the black hats, whatever. They don't want that. Biden's crew doesn't want that. All of those, the globalists, the bankers, they don't want that. They wanted Crimea to stay part of Ukraine, because that's part of their bread and butter, right? Mm-hmm. So what did they do? They sent in Ukrainian nationalists who were neo-Nazis, who were far right and far left, like hardcore. And they called them nationalists, and they would start, like, basically Antifa. They would start, like, causing a summer of love revolution in the streets and burning down the cities. So Russia had to send troops to Crimea so that this way the government could meet in their state houses and safely have this referendum. So it would be like if Black Lives Matter was so pissed off at DC and Congress because they weren't doing what they wanted, that we had to send in troops to protect our Congress people so they could have their vote. That's what happened in Crimea. So this is what's happening now in Donetsk and Luhansk and the Donbass region. And so the globalists are sending all their hate Nazi. I mean, they're literal Nazis, dude. Like, we covered this on Monday. Like, they're literal Nazis that. And it's like, really, like, why is Ukraine sending in Nazis when they could send in the Ukraine military? I'll tell you why, because it's not Ukraine, it's the globalist, it's the West, it's Biden. And that's why I chose this as this is news article, because it's so convoluted, cartoonish, and ridiculous. And it's such a lie to the whole world that, like, I just was like, this is just beyond bizarre, because, like, they're reading it. I mean, here with my family, they don't like, my family doesn't, nothing what I believe, nothing what I see, they don't even watch my show. Okay. So I've been having dinner with them, and they watch the nightly news, and like, no, this is great. So I can see what they're feeding you. And it's exactly what I'm telling you right now. Like, they're feeding them lies. Like they're just talking about, like, everything is backwards from what history says, and everything is backwards.
No,
like,
it's not but it's like not it's not backwards, bro. They're doing what they're supposed to. They're just the mainstream media. They're there to distract the people, dude.
That is what they're there for, but it's backwards from what we know, is what I'm saying. That's what's backwards. But it's 100% part of the design. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
so it's 100% part of the design. And so I'm like, maybe this was meant to happen. Maybe Mr. C was meant to take a couple of nights off just to watch like the nightly news on like the old like rabbit ears or whatever. Because
And you know,
like, this is even crazier than what CNN and MSNBC is showing them. I'm like, this is crazier than what Rachel Maddow is saying.
And
like,
you
they're
know,
just straight up telling them like it's fact without even emotion or like punditism. You know what I mean?
Honestly, it's probably it probably is good that you did take a break to see it, because being that you do a lot of work in digging what you need to dig for your news shows, like you get to see what's happening to a lot of like, quote,
it's insane, man.
The quote normies that just watch, that put themselves on autopilot and just watch without even digging stuff themselves. And it's good that it's kind of like knowing your enemy. You know what I mean?
No, 100%. It's like, that's why sometimes we'll read articles and we'll go through news shows that are our enemy shows, because we want to see what they're saying and telegraph what their moves are. But like, on another level speak, it's kind of like these are good people. These are good people who are watching the news that don't suspect anything. They just don't engage in it. It doesn't make them bad because they're not awake to it or they're not looking to be engaged in it. They're just living their lives,
Well, I think the problem with that too, I mean, because basically that would be in America, right? For most part, Americans are like that, because I think we've gotten so spoiled about how our life is here that in third world countries, a lot of people there in third world countries are more awakened to what's going on in their government, because they see the corruption and they try to do things, but in the third world countries, it's harder for them to fight for their freedom, their rights. Here, on the other hand, we've gotten so spoiled and so lazy that people just, they don't, they get mad for a second after watching the video, the news video or whatever, and then after that they just go back to normal life, because we've been so decadent for years and years and years.
But it's designed like that.
I know, I understand that. Well, it's designed like that, but a lot of us have woken up to it and are trying to do something about it. Yeah, a lot of us have.
But a lot of us have, and I'm glad to hear you say that. A lot of them haven't. And so I know for myself, one of those like kind of personal things that I go through is whether or not to feel that they should be held accountable for being blind up to this point, or whether or not to, I mean, we're no one to judge ultimately, but like whether or not to feel a certain way because they haven't woken up.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is what I have concluded for myself. And I think I'm comfortable with this decision that I've made. Like, you can only say so much to somebody. You can't force them to look at the truth, or you can't force them in the direction of truth either. Even if you're just showing them the direction, you can't. So I think you do your part by just letting them know. It's your presentation sometimes, or sometimes you can say something to the effect of, I heard about this, and the other. Why don't you look that up, and why don't you tell me what you think about that? And that usually is a good way to point somebody in the direction of a direction they should be seeing. But for most part, people don't, because they're lazy. And I think doing what you can only do, which is to kind of explain why you think the way you do, and if they don't want to look in that direction, then at that point, it's not your responsibility from there, dude. It really isn't, because you can't force anybody, no matter how good the direction is, right? You can't force them, dude. Like, they're gonna make that, they have to make that decision from themselves to go and at least take a peek in that direction. They have to make that consciously by themselves. So if you're only able to kind of like show them the direction that you're looking at, and they don't want to take it, I think you've done as much as you can without making things more worse as far as a relationship goes if like this is a family member or a good friend of yours, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think they have to own. They have to have some sense of responsibility after you trying to at least show them the direction.
You're right.
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 That's as much as you can do, man.
But
Without
for everyone else that I don't get to reach, that I don't get to touch, that I don't get to engage like I can my family, I have to sit back and tell myself, is it because they're willfully ignorant, or is it because it's by design? And I don't want to put that shroud of willful ignorance on them, even though I know in my heart that it's probably more than 80% true for most of them.
Truth is hard to swallow, dude. Truth is hard to swallow.
But I want to have faith that these people can wake up, because
I do too, man.
If I don't have faith in that, then I will black pill.
It's not. If
I don't have faith, no. If I don't have faith in my fellow man, if I don't believe that they can wake up, if I don't believe that they can beat the design of this matrix, then I will just give up.
Don't give up for your sake. Don't you shouldn't give up for your sake. No, but
I won't, but I could.
But you get what I'm saying. Don't give up. Go.
I'm speaking on dramatic terms for the benefit of other people,
right?
Because I will never give up, regardless. But what I am trying to say is, if I were to stand back at all the people that I cannot reach, if I were to stand back and look at all the people who are not in my personal life that I could speak to, or people who I engage that I could talk to, and if I were to say, compared to this small percentage of people, there's this whole other percentage of people who's always done it this way, doing it this way, and who will always be asleep, I would black pill. Now, personally speaking, that would never be me, because I'm Mr. C. But like, there are people out there who think like that. There are people out there who think like, I could talk to my family, I could talk to my friends, and I have a chance there. But look at the 75% or 80% of the world that I can't reach, who are still doing things that I can't explain. And I still can't seem to find a positive fiber to what I'm experiencing based on what I see in my everyday life. And I just don't think that I could preach salvation and then not have faith in humanity.
But that, but I understand that. But you know what? There's only so much that you can do. You can't save the whole world. Trust me, dude. I've learned.
You're right. We can't save the whole world. Does that mean that we can't have faith in them?
We can have faith, all the faith in the world. But honestly, it comes to the individual, whether they want to make that leap or not. And we're not responsible for that. No matter, even if, okay,
it's
so
not about
even if it's by design, Mr. C,
about believing in them.
Okay, I believe in humanity, yes. I believe in these people, yes. But I can't go anything beyond that, and if I can't control what they do or hear or see, or I just can't. And man, I lost my train of thought. I was going to tell you something. I forgot what I was going to say.
It'll come back.
But I think that we can only do as much as we can.
Yeah.
As much as we
can.
And
we can help the situation by staying positive about it and having faith in them. Because we can't tell the class that they can pass the test if behind the scenes we're like, these fuckers are stupid. They'll never get it.
I get it. Trust me, I get it.
They've been stupid since they were born. So how are they going to pass the test? But if I'm the teacher and I want you to pass the test, then I'm not going to say behind your back that you're a dumbass and you'll never get it because you've always been that way. And that's my thing. That's my hang up right now. Because there's so many good people in this world right now that want the best for this world, but they have no faith in the people that they want to do the right thing. And that's my thing. Because they need, if anyone who's in our position speak, anyone who has, and we're small potatoes, like we're not like on the big mainstreams, and we're not like on Frank's Speech, and we're not on Truth Social.
I don't even know what those are, to be honest. I don't know what those are.
We're not that. You know what I mean? Like, we're not that. But like, like how can someone want their class to pass the test if they don't even have faith in their own students? because they look at them as if though they've always been failures and have always been that way. And that's my
Yeah,
main
but I
hang
don't
up.
look at people that way. I don't. I mean, I'm
Oh, I'm
speaking for
glad. I'm
myself,
not
and
talking about you, so that's good.
and I'm speaking for myself. Like, I don't look at people that way. I mean, I get frustrated, yes, but ultimately I tell myself, dude, it's up to that person whether or not they want to make that leap. Okay, so it came back to me, my train of thought. Okay, so
Huh?
if this
Yay.
whole thing was by design, then what happened to you and I? And a lot of the other no. Listen,
Well,
listen, and also to the other people here on the Foxhole, like
uh-huh.
they've woken up and they've realized things that they've seen over the years.
I know, yeah. I'm glad you said that.
And that's
because
what
you're
I'm
right.
referring
If this
to.
whole thing is by design,
Like,
why didn't we come to it?
That's
All
what
of us.
that's
All
what
of us.
that's what I'm getting to. Like, even though if this whole thing is by design, we had that courage to freaking step out of the matrix and look at it from the outside, looking at inward, stepping out of the matrix and then looking at it from the outside. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah, absolutely.
that leap has to be made by people. Not we can always show the direction of what we see. We can always show them, but it's up to them to make that actual step forward in that direction. Like, we can only do so much, and I don't want to have to be bearing the responsibility for that, because if I had to bear responsibility for that, I don't even think I'll be able to go to heaven, to be honest, man. So
Well, that's why I appreciate your angle on things, Speak Uneasy, because you talk about Jesus in the Bible, and in my opinion, one of his main missions on this planet was compassion. And if you can't teach or feel or show compassion, then no one who can't do that should be talking about Jesus or the Bible, because that was one of his main missions.
and I'll even add to that. Did a lot of people follow him?
No,
Did a lot of people want to put themselves through what he went through?
no, sir.
Okay, then the case is rested. Not everybody's good. I hate to say it that way, but I've always said like this. I've always said this for my journey, for my spiritual journey with Christ. I already knew that not many people are going to be walking with me in this path, because it's good. It's a good path, and it's a righteous path. And I'm not saying that I am, because I'm still working on myself. But what I'm saying is that when there's truth and when there's good and when there's love, it's not a popular thing, man. People don't. I don't know why. I don't understand why it's not a popular thing. It should be. It should be a popular
It's
thing.
gotta be about delivery, just like you said to me. You know what I mean?
It's as much as it's a beautiful thing, a path to walk in, it's not an easy path, and it's not a popular path, man, because you're going to have to sacrifice a lot of things during the path in order for you to get to that happy place. I mean, it refers back to my random read today. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. And I'm not trying to be all religious on you or anything like that. I'm just trying to make a point here. I'm just trying to make a point. So it said here, right? It said, "For I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us." So we have to go through all that shit in order for us to receive that happiness, be in that peaceful place. You know, it's not
I just got to say, Speak, and I don't want to contradict your beliefs or what you're saying, but I don't think we have to go through shit to get to paradise. I don't think we do. I think it's a state of mind. I think it's a projection. I think it's a path. I don't think that we have to go through fucking tribulation and Armageddon. And I've been having these conversations with my family for the last 2 or 3 days. I don't believe that we have to fucking go through hell. I don't believe that God's going to come down and bring us tribulation and it's going to be the worst shit that we've ever been through, and that we're going to see pestilence and Armageddon and war and violence. And, I even have a good buddy over in Nevada, that I respect the man more than anything on this planet, but like he believes that like it's going to go nuclear before we come out of this, and I don't believe it. And the only thing that I can say to them, like, I've been saying to my family this past few days is that you guys are the ones who are praying and crying and wanting tribulation and desolation and Armageddon. And that's what you want. And that's just a construct of this religion that has been used to control people since it was created on this planet, like back in like 1400.
I see.
And
I see
don't
the
understand
no.
why people
I
still fall into that, even though the Bible is so much older than that. And it doesn't make any sense to me that God would really want that when Jesus' mission here was to teach us about love and compassion and positivity and showing us this other light. And I could never say these things to my family because I love them and I don't want to disrespect how they are feeling and what they believe. And I appreciate that I can say this to you, and I hope I'm not throwing
No,
you
dude,
so
you're not
far
offending
off.
me, dude. You're not offending me at all. Everybody has a different way of looking at things. And I can totally understand where you're coming from. But you got to understand that what I've learned so this far, like,
From a Bible that has been constructed by man from like back in the day. I mean, this isn't even really the word of God. Like the Bible is made to control people.
it was inspired by God. It was inspired by God.
Inspired by God. Don't get me wrong, because I know that too. But like, it's
See, but here's what
it's so much more complicated than that, in my opinion.
Here's what I think
Because
you're overlooking
the
something
Bible
here.
was used to control people,
Yeah,
even though it was inspired by God.
but you're overlooking something
know,
here. You're overlooking something here. Let me explain here real quick, because this might click with you. This might click with you. So all these things that the Bible states, where people were going through rough times, God's people went through it, but they were always cared for and covered. They were always cared for and covered until they stepped out of their faith, is when they became victims of the whole, the whole tribulation. So every time God's people went through shit, they were always covered. They were covered. They were taken care of. But the moment they stepped out of their faith is when they got screwed. So, yeah, I don't want to go through tribulation and stuff, but I do understand that it's something that's necessary for we all must go through, because it's just like life, dude. We have to go through some hard shit in our life in order for us to mature, to learn. It's the same thing, man. Birthing pains, bro.
I mean, I guess it boils down to context. I mean, basically, I guess.
It could, but like I said, and I'm not saying that, what I'm saying is true, and this is what I've learned, okay? And it's been explained in the Bible that every time God's people went through some shit, they were covered until they stepped out of the faith, is when they got screwed. So I think if our faith is good, I think we'll be fine even through shitty times. So
then preach that instead of the end is coming and we have to go through hard stuff.
Well, because look, dude, I'd rather be prepared than to be blindsided.
I get it. Preparation is always a good thing, but I would rather tell people, this is just me: be good, do good, you'll receive good. Step out of boundaries and you can get shit.
Yeah, trust me.
And you know what? You don't have to be prepared for bad shit. Unless you're doing bad shit, like it's like they say the same thing about liars. Like, you don't have to worry about telling the truth if you always tell the truth.
Not necessarily. I mean, here I can use.
There will always be times where things will go untowards because life is life. I mean, it's not like you could live the perfect life and never expect any kind of hardship. I mean, that's a given. But like, I just I have this entire belief system that is, religion was created to control man, and they used it to put us into a negative tailspin of the end is coming, and this has been since at least the 14 or 1500s, and it's been a design and a path that has been created by the pushing of this narrative that Armageddon is coming and God is coming and he's going to destroy everyone, and everyone's going to get, because my whole family's like that. They're like, everyone's gonna get.
He's gonna destroy the people. He's gonna pass judgment on the people who
because I don't go along with what they want. we're going to be in the gulag together, like we'll be there together. You'll be there because of your faith, and I'll be there because I don't like subscribe to their communism or their fascism or
Right,
whatever.
right.
And like it boggles my mind because it's the same thing, but it's on different spectrums. But it all boils down to the fact that everyone is going to have to suffer and be in pain before good comes. And I just don't think that has to be the case. I don't think we have to go through tribulation. I don't think we have to go through concentration camps. I don't think that we have to go through
No,
genocide.
I don't.
Right now.
I don't know if that's gonna ever. I don't know. I don't know. But the possibilities the possibilities are always there on my mind.
They are there, but why weigh on them? Because if you weigh on them,
but I don't weigh on them. I put those thoughts in my mind to prepare myself mentally if it does come to that. And see,
but if we stand up on the pulpit and we tell people Armageddon's coming, get right with God because he's coming to bring pangs upon this earth, or or we're going to go through hard times in the next couple of years before we get into the promised land with milk and honey. Like that is to me not just preparation. That is also indoctrination of the pain that is to come. And it's making people believe it. And they've done that to us for centuries, or they've told us, you're going to have to go through hell before you get to heaven. So this is the way it is. And I don't think that we're at that place anymore. I think that we as a humanity, as a race, as a species, have gotten far beyond that. And so when I hear it, I want to combat it, because I'm like, no, we're past that point. If we were going to have a 4-alarm nuclear war and this world was just going to die in a cloud of nuclear dust or some comet that comes crashing to our planet, it would have happened already. That's just me, though. And I just think that the religious, and I know you don't subscribe to the whole religious thing. That's just,
I don't.
I know you don't subscribe to that, and so that's why I'm saying, like, the whole for all of the rest of the religions out there that hold their people down, and they are like beholden to the government controlling them and all that stuff. That's all part of that construct. That's all part of that apparatus that's making people stay in the negative. And to me, that's just feeding the people at the top's power, because as long as they have the world believing that this world is going to suffer Armageddon and tribulation and it's going to be harder before it gets better, then they're going to be able to succeed, because everyone's conscience and mind and energy is pushing towards, oh, well, we're going to have to go through hard times before it gets better, and so it's just helping them more. And so I'm just like, why don't we just think positive? Why don't we just think that humanity can push past this? Why don't we just think that we're in a civilized revolution, and we're having a revolution that is beating the enemy by not even drawing a gun, because we are fighting them the long way, and we're taking it to them against their own words, which is the legalese and the whole jurisdictional battle. Like, we're doing it without even firing a weapon right now. Like, that's so miraculous to me. Like, that is it. I can't even tell you how proud I am of us as a country and as patriots and even as humanity, that we've gotten this far without firing a single gun, without saying, you know what, we need to go shoot our enemy because they have taken over our country as treasonous bastards and they have brought us down. Like, I'm so proud that patriots since 2008 or 2006 have not gone out there and just gotten their militias together and gone to Washington, D.C. and just shot everyone in Congress because they are all treasonous communists. Like militias have the right to go do that under our Constitution, because they have betrayed us and they have betrayed this country, and we haven't done it yet because we have chosen to take the peaceful civil way, because we have evolved higher than that, and we are beyond religion, and we are beyond that. I'm not saying we're beyond God, but we are beyond that trap that has held us down for so long, which is they used religion against us, they used the state against us, they used celebrity and they used entertainment against us, and none of that got us down. And we're still here right now, and we're still showing that we will stand as sovereign entities with our own God-given rights, and we're not going to fall to that, and they're not going to take it from us. And I'm so proud that we've gotten there, Speak. I'm so proud that we've gotten there.
I'm with you on
and
that.
I just don't think that we I just don't think that we need to get to give into those old constructs anymore. And maybe it's the cab, and maybe it's being with my family for the last 3 days that are bringing these emotions
It's all
out in
good,
me.
dude. It's all good. But you know what? I think you should save that for a Mr. C in the dark, because that would be a topic of a. And look, I'm not trying to, because we got to get on point with the freaking articles here. We went way off. We went way off. I'm trying to reel you back in. Come back, man.
Good luck.
We still have to finish this article.
I'm not in the deep right now. I'm not in the deep anyway.
But no. But yeah, I would definitely, you know, if you ever have in the dark show about something like that, I would be more than happy to have that discussion with you. I mean, not that I'm already having it,
or something.
not that I'm already having that conversation, but you know,
Yeah.
I definitely love to give you my point of view.
Well,
Okay,
I'm
let's
so
get back.
embarrassed now.
With that said,
Third
let's get
episode
back to
goes
the
by.
article. Let's get back to the article.
Let's do it, Speak. Let's do it. We're almost done, right, with the article?
Oh,
Okay.
We're not even done with the first one. We're already an hour into the show.
Well, hey. All right, let's go, boy. All right, so the article concludes. Biden argued at the time that lifting the Trump-era sanctions was important to rebuilding America's relationship with Europe, calling them counterproductive. On Monday, Germany announced they would halt the Nord Stream 2 pipeline project after Putin sent troops into Ukraine, which is the Donbass and the Luhansk region and the sovereign nations, for the sake of peacekeeping in 2 provinces of the country which had declared independence. The pipeline project, once supported by the Germans, was considered a politically disastrous move for national security regions, allowing Russia to bypass Ukraine to provide natural gas to Europe. Ukraine's president Volodymyr, because everyone calls him Vladimir, it's Volodymyr Zelensky.
Looks the same. It looks the same shit.
Exactly. No. It's like the guy from Harry Potter. It's Voldemar. Okay. Putin is Vladimir. Okay, like Vladimir the you know. Putin's Vladimir, and the guy from Ukraine is Voldemar. Okay. That should help everyone out, right? Like, yeah. I never even saw a Harry Potter movie, but I know it's Voldemort. Anyways, okay. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky repeatedly criticized President Joe Biden and European leaders for allowing the project to continue. We were unpleasantly surprised, Zelensky said in June, when asked about Biden's decision. He described the pipeline as a weapon in the hands of the Russian Federation and said he was confused by Biden's actions that helped Russia. And let me tell you why now, before we close this up. The reason why Zelensky is confused by Biden's actions is because Biden shut down the XL pipeline. He opened up Nord Stream 2. He shut down America's energy independence, and he has been buying oil from Russia since then. Okay, America has made Russia so rich because we are still buying oil from Russia. We are buying oil from Russia, but we're declaring war and sanctions on them. Okay, Speak. That was the whole reason for this article. The whole reason why I wanted to share this article is because all of these things that Biden is doing with Russia and oil, we have been buying oil from Russia. We've bought billions of dollars worth of oil from Russia, Speak. And that's why, I mean, to say it real quite easily, Volodymyr Zelensky says he's confused. Why are you declaring Russia the enemy when you're still buying oil from them? Like, I showed it on the C report. We had the graphs of all of the oil we've bought from Russia since 2020, and it was all under Biden. Like, we bought so much oil from them.
Because we know, well, you know, we know how this game is played.
No,
Unfortunately, a lot of people don't know how this game is played. So now I know why you picked this article.
That was why. Not because I wanted to talk about Ukraine. It's because we're still buying oil from Russia, but we just went to war with them.
It's
what is up with that?
It's a
how can we go to war with them? But
it's a facade,
we're still
bro.
buying oil from them.
It's a facade,
we're
bro.
Buying oil from them. Right now,
it's a facade.
Tankers of oil, Russia oil coming to America. Like, it's so stupid. I need to refill my cab. stupid, Speak.
It is.
We're still buying oil from them. We're still buying oil from them.
Yeah, but I don't think a lot of people know that.
Well, they need to listen to your show then.
My show? They need to listen to your show. You're the news guy. I ain't the news guy. This is as much news as we get. This is probably the most news I've ever had.
I'm just saying, it makes no sense.
All right.
It makes no sense.
Let me get over here on the chats real quick. Man, there was a lot of...
They're probably on fire, Speak.
Wow, I see a bunch of fire here already. Let's see. We'll start here with Pilled by the Rabbit. Narrow is the path, but it's a highway to hell. I guess I have to refer back to what he said earlier. I'll look that up later on after the show. Java says, it's like when purifying God, the dross has to come to the surface to clear out. Yeah, I get that. I can understand that. Excuse me. Let's see. Pilled says, when you smelt silver, there comes a point that it becomes pure. At that point, you can see your reflection in the silver. Oh, they're talking about silver? The looking glass. Okay.
Quite possibly.
We purify ourselves to find Christ within. Okay. Man. This is a whole bunch of conversations here. Like I said, man, we got to save something like that for your you know, because we're here to just laugh. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of laughing, let me set this up for the next article. Let me set this up here real quick. I know you guys are going to enjoy this one. You're going to be asking me, wow. You're going to say, wow. Here we go. Let me share that with you. Share screen. Bam. There it is. All right, everyone. Here we go. Let me make sure that you guys can see that. Okay, you guys can see that. This article is from oanow.com. This was, when was this written? Doesn't say. Oh, there it is. February 14th. Valentine's Day. By Celeb Entertainment. I guess it's by Celeb Entertainment. Article reads, Lizzo's new track soundtrack Google Pixel 6 Super Bowl ad. Okay, this was an ad that she had in the Super Bowl. And I'll play the video at the end of the show, so you guys will get the context of it.
If you're ready for me to go off on Lizzo.
After I read it, we can go off on her. But knowing me, I'm probably going to go off on her as I read. Lizzo's new song, If You Love Me, was featured in a Google Pixel 6 Super Bowl commercial. Did you guys see that commercial? I saw that commercial. I thought that shit was
Did you watch the Super Bowl Speak?
No. I saw the halftime.
How did you see the commercial?
I saw the... No, well, because when I was looking for the article, that's how this came to be.
That's why you came to San Antonio for. No, just kidding.
No, I came to go see some friends that I made on the other platform where I DJ. And we
on Super Bowl?
On Super Bowl day. But the only thing that I watched on the Super Bowl was the halftime show, because I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that because, you know, as I grew up, I was watching that kind of stuff. So I'm like, if
dude, if you watch the Super Bowl, I'm not gonna judge you, but don't lie.
I don't care. I don't care about the Super Bowl. I don't care about sports. But that halftime show was... What
time was the halftime show at?
I don't even know. I don't know. All right, let me continue on. The Truth Hurts Hitmakers track was used in the promo aired during Sunday's 13-22 Super Bowl. What's that? Dude, what number is that? 1,000... What is that? 100?
Like 56?
Is that 50? I don't know these Roman numerals.
LVI?
L is 50?
I don't know. I think so.
Whatever. LVI. I'm just gonna call it LVI because I don't know these. I only know,
56.
dude. The only thing I know is the X and the V and the I. That's all I don't know anything more than that. Anyway, which saw
There's
the
an
Los.
X in there?
What's that? No, there's no
Nothing.
X.
Go.
No. Which saw the Los Angeles Rams beat the Cincinnati Bengals 23-20. Like I care. And highlighted how camera technology has
About the
failed.
Roman numerals or about who won?
You're confusing me now.
Just kidding.
Technology has failed to represent darker skin tones. Okay. This is where it becomes all fucked up
Are they
here.
saying there's not enough white people in the NFL?
No. Listen. It said here, highlighted how camera technology has failed to represent darker skin tones. Okay.
Oh, it's like that article we read last week.
So now, the camera's being racist? I didn't even know they had emotions or feelings or even can think for themselves. I guess so. I mean, it's smart technology nowadays, right? The tech giant introduced its new, quote, inclusive real tone. What the fuck is this? Inclusive real tone camera in the clip, which is soundtracked by the new Lizzo song. Google said, historically, camera technology hasn't accurately represented darker skin tones. As a part of Google's commitment to making images more equitable for all, we work directly with a range of image experts celebrated for their beautiful and accurate imagery of people of color to build our Google Pixel 6 with real tone. Are you fucking kidding? What is this? An inclusive... I can't read this with a freaking straight face.
I'm like, what?
An inclusive camera. What's an inclusive camera? I didn't know that cameras can be racist. That sees and highlights all people that and the nuances of skin tones beautifully and authentically. Naturally, when we partnered with Lizzo, one of the realest and most talented artists. Is she really that talented? I've never heard a song.
She's
of hers.
not. She's
No?
not. I
don't
know one song by her that I like. She's been on Drag Race. I mean, she's not that talented. But I mean, I've never been on a Super Bowl halftime show, so who the hell am I to talk, right? Like, I've never sucked out the blood and the lives of the children of Salem.
I would
so
hope
guess
not, man. To empower the
I
world
can't be on.
to be truly
NFL.
seen. Sharing the ad on Instagram, Lizzo wrote, "Black is beautiful, and now thanks to my partners at Google Pixel, camera technology can celebrate and show all of the skin tones that make every single one of us beautiful. If you love me, you love all of me. My body, my skin,
Including her,
my story.
her stinky ass coochie taint. Like,
hashtag see on Pixel."
what'd you say about Season Pixels?
No, it says here, see on Pixel, seen on Pixel. That's what it says. See, with the hashtag.
I don't think he'd appreciate that.
Okay, well,
Speak it easy.
I'm reading this article. Honored to have an hashtag ad during the game day today. Sick. Lizzo, whose last studio album was 2019's "Cause I Love You," previously hit back at trolls who sent her fat phobic and racist abuse on social media in a
I
heartbreaking
remember
video.
2019 Lizzo. I remember her back then.
Was she big?
That was
I
the
don't
only
know.
song that anyone knew her.
I
It's
don't
the
even know
only-
who that
she
is.
only had one song.
I'm a DJ. I don't even know who that is. But then again, I don't even listen to new stuff.
Well, you DJ for 70-year-old people, so.
Not yet. I am going to.
Well, yeah, but that's part of your repertoire right now, isn't it?
Hey, yeah, man. Hey, that type of music's cool, man. 50s and 60s. Why not?
Know, no doubt, no doubt. And I'm not talking about Gwen Stefani either.
Nope. The Jew singer called out the marginalization.
Jew singer? Is she Jewish?
I don't know, of black women in the music industry. She said in August 2021, black women have been in this industry and innovating it forever. It is unfortunate that we are the ones who do suffer from the marginalization the most and the insure the most. What? And I feel like if it weren't for the internet, if it weren't for social media, I could have been erased. You know what I mean? No, I don't know what you mean. But I choose to be undeniable, and I choose to be loud, and I choose to be great, and I'm still here. It's difficult. Lizzo again addressed the vile comments made by people online following the release of her and Cardi B's new music video Rumors, and insisted that this ish should not fly. She added, "I don't mind critique about me, my music. I don't even mind the fat comments. I feel like it's unfair sometimes, the treatment that people like me receive." Well, you kind of put yourself out there. You're a celebrity, which means you're a target for everybody. People are like, "Don't let them see you with your head down, sis. My head is always up. Even when I'm upset and even when I'm crying, my head is up. But I know it's my job as an artist to reflect at times, and this should not fly. This shouldn't be okay." So that article was from oanow.com. I guess that stands for what? I can't even read that. Opekelica Auburn News, something like that.
What you're trying to tell me is that One American News Network did a story on Lizzo.
No.
The lesbian.
This is not One American News. This is called
Oh.
Opelika Auburn News. oanow.com, not OAN.
My bad.
OA
I heard
Now.
OAN and I was like, okay. So One American News Network did not waste a story on Lizzo the lesbian.
No.
Lizzo the lizard lesbian.
But I want people to
trans, drop it low.
I want them to remember that story, because I'm going to show the video. I'm going to show them a commercial. I'm going to show the commercial after,
Show Lizzo.
Afterwards. We'll show it. We'll show the actual commercial, which I think was...
It'd be funny if you showed it right now. When you're at the story.
No, I'll do it at the end. Because I might get cut off on the other platforms over there. So I want to make sure that I
suck, because I'll forget about it by then, so I won't care. But I don't know about your audience; they might still care.
I might forget. I don't know.
You bastard! Just show it now. Stop being neutered.
No, we'll save that.
I can't stop being neutered.
We'll see.
I'm gonna be so hard on you about freaking, YouTube and Twitter and Facebook and all these other, like, we got True Social now, baby. Like, we don't need Facebook and Twitter and YouTube anymore. I mean, don't get me wrong. I just made up my 6th YouTube account under a cover. But I guarantee you, a hater. I guarantee you because that's, since I haven't been online the last few days, I've been working on the creport.com, and and it's about to go. I'm about to launch it, and I guarantee it. There's going to be some hater, because I am small potato speak, so I don't have a bunch of lefty liberal haters out there. I don't. What I do have is a bunch of patriot content creators that are so insecure about the shit that I do that they fucking report my shit just to get my shit knocked off. So I know, like, the minute I launch my freaking website, I'm gonna have some hater content creator that's just jealous about the free market who's gonna report my show, and YouTube's gonna have to say there's only one video on his program. It doesn't mean anything racist. So I don't know how they're gonna deal with it, but they're gonna deal with it. And I'm just saying.
I don't know how people can put energy into that, to be honest. Because they do.
I
don't know, man.
Because they do. Okay, because I've experienced it. Like, I'm nothing. So why do people attack me when they have shows like 5 times bigger than mine?
I don't know. Maybe they feel threatened. I don't know.
Goddamn message. They're goddamn cheerleaders. It's because all they're there is to just make people feel good about themselves. That's why.
Let me
and
go.
They don't like that I say it.
Let me go back.
I'm saying this right now.
Let me go back to the chat room here real quick. Let's see. Java says, I avoided everything regarding the Super Bowl. I gotta be honest. I didn't. I watched the halftime show because like I said,
You watched more than that. If you watched the halftime show, be honest. You watched at least half of the football.
No,
game.
most of the time,
don't lie to your audience.
most of the time, I was interacting with the guys that I met. The couple
But it was
the
on
family
the TV,
that I
wasn't
met.
It?
It was on the TV, but
Was it
I
on
wasn't
TV the whole time. The
yeah,
whole time it was on. Though,
it was
right?
on, but I was.
Was that the point of the meeting?
Oh, jeez.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna put you into honesty mode.
I am being like, it doesn't excite me. Football, sports doesn't excite me to begin with.
Excite you, but was that the reason of the entire meeting? Because I was
no.
Like,
The point of
I was like, oh.
No, the point of the entire meet was because we've never met, and we met through another streaming outlet, another streaming platform. As DJs, we met, and man, great family, conservative family too. We've had. I was like,
I mean, I was thinking that day.
I said to myself, man,
we were having a Super Bowl event, so I was like,
I said to my, well, their team didn't make it anyway. So I said to them, I was like,
so you were there for the Super Bowl?
No, I wasn't there for the Super Bowl. Jeez, shut up already. Okay, let me get to this.
Be honest.
The honest truth is I went there to meet them, and that's it. Let's see. Java says camera tech. Seriously? Yeah, they're attacking.
Your wife is gonna be like, "Stop lying to Mr. C."
No, she's not gonna say that because she's there for the same reason too, to meet them. Pilled by the Rabbit says, Sony, you racist. Well, I hate to break your chain, but it was actually Google Pixel, not Sony. Unless they're part of Sony, I don't know.
What'd you say about Season Pixels? Stop talking about Season
Oh,
Pixels. This show is so good.
I said Google. Don't put me into this thing, okay? Here's Java laughing. Filtered color lenses.
Rose-colored lenses.
Build say filtered colored lenses. Dude, that is racist. Java says, I guess we're going to find out that stage lighting is racist. No, I was about to allude to that with the commercials. Like, dude, of course they look dark because there's no freaking lighting. You know what I'm saying?
They
because
don't give them that,
if you saw the commercials, like, they're dark because there's no lighting. Like, you have to have lighting in order for people to be seen. That's just, the lighting is behind them. Like, who has the lighting behind them when the lighting should be?
Like, even Pilled by the Rabbit is talking about Season Pixels.
Let's see. Lizzo sounds like lizard. I'm just gonna keep going, man. Pilled by the Rabbit says it's hard.
Listen, read it. It's hard what?
It's hard when those cameras are so racist. Pilled keeps on saying, I've heard of cameras making people fat. She should avoid cameras that aren't equipped with. I did not say it. I am not getting involved with anything. I am just simply seeing it there on the screen. All right.
I didn't say it.
I didn't say shit.
Hey, Whiskey Blues team made it though. Bengals, but lost. Hey, at least they were in the game, Whiskey Blue. At least they were in the game.
What would you call them? The conference champions? I don't know. Whatever. I don't know.
I would call them the team that trafficked the less human beings.
Oh, shit. All right, we're going to go
Sorry, I went there.
We're going to go to your article now. So let me take everybody.
I will try and keep it non-emotional.
It's not the emotion part. It's not the emotion, but it's stay on point, man. Stay on point. All right, here we go.
I will be as focused as I can. This one should be easier,
shit.
actually.
Then, well, after those cabs.
I still have half a bottle. Okay.
Dang. Grape juice. All right.
Dude, okay. Let me just tell you this, Speak. I'm going to have this chick on my show, okay? So let's go. Okay.
What?
Texas candidate picks up controversy by posing nearly nude atop an oil pump.
Okay, so if this is a female,
get her
she
on
better
my
look
show.
good. She better look good if she's a
I don't
female.
care how she looks. I'm gonna get her on my show. We got 5 days till the primary, and I'm gonna get her on my show before the primary because there's no chance she's going past that.
Well, I mean, if she's hot, then she might have something going for her. But if she's not, then
If she's hot, she might, but I don't know. You give me that context because I don't look at the female physique and declare
Well,
what it could or could not be.
I already can tell that I'm not gonna like what I see. If
Because would a hot female really get atop a oil pump and be nude?
you never know, dude. People are
Let
so
alone would
ridiculous.
someone in politics do that?
Well, people are. They would do. Well, come on, man. Look at Brandon's son.
Sarah Palin. No, just
Look
kidding.
look at Brandon's son, dude.
I mean, I heard his dick is pretty thick. You could fit like 8 or 10 M&Ms across. So I'm not a size queen. Okay, I am not a size queen. Speak. And I have heard that Hunter Biden is very well endowed. I've heard he's more endowed.
I wouldn't know, and I have no interest at all.
You wouldn't know. You're straight. But what I am telling you is that I've heard Hunter Biden is very well endowed and that he's probably almost as endowed as Beto O'Rourke, but you don't see me voting for Beto O'Rourke. Let's go. All right, let's go with this article. This is about a Texas primary candidate appearing almost nude on an oil pump.
Interesting.
I'm gonna get her on the show. I'm gonna get her on the show before the primaries. She's bound to come on. Anyways, okay. So it says the Texas primary race is off. This is gonna be for fun too. Like, if I'm gonna have this bitch on my show, it's gonna be for fun. Anyways, okay. So the Texas primary race is off of the rails. A woman running for railroad commissioner. And we just talked about railroad.
Yeah, you did. You did talk about the railroad commission.
Is it? Let me ask you: is it a coincidence that this bitch is running for railroad commissioner?
Choo choo.
I just talked about that. Like not even a week ago. Speak like 2 days ago. Okay. Anyways, okay. A woman running for railroad commissioner is in the Lone Star State has raised eyebrows over her racy campaign video in which she straddles an oil pump wearing little more than a cowboy hat and boots.
She thought it was a horse or what?
Dude, she probably thought she was like at I don't know, like the Coyote Ugly down on 6th Street in Austin or something. Riding like a bucking bronco, freaking like a mechanical bull or something. Okay, so this person says her name is Sarah Stogner. She's 37 years old. She's a year my minor, and she says they said I needed money. I have other assets.
I bet she
This
does.
This bitch. I'm gonna get her on my show. I'm gonna be like, bitch, tell me about election integrity. I'll be like, bitch, tell me about election fraud. No, okay, so she's at Stogner, who posted the steamy. I doubt it was steamy, unless it was a cold night. Speak. I don't think it was steamy, but apparently she posted the steamy video on Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh, another Super Bowl day. How convenient. How
How
convenient.
this all comes together, Speak. Like, what's up with that, dude? Anyways, it says she said it was a shot in November by a documentary crew she hired for her campaign against incumbent Wayne Christian. There are more railroad commissioners up for. We're going to talk about them anyways. Okay, that's what the Houston Chronicle said. And it goes on. So, and that's a picture of her. She looks like a porn star, dude.
She doesn't.
Okay,
I mean, she's okay. She's not hot. She's not ugly. She's okay. I mean, she just looks
porn
like
stars don't need to be hot nowadays. They just need to look okay.
She got a
They
big.
just need to look okay for people. They just need to look okay for straight men to ejaculate in 1 minute too. All right. So some friends suggested that she. Okay. It says some friends suggested that she post the video on TikTok to call attention to leaking wells in West Texas.
Oh wow.
Can we talk about her leaking wells first? Let's talk about her leaking wells first. This bitch. Okay, this bitch don't know shit. You know, if she's on the railroad commissioner, I could be like, you want to talk about leaking wells? Let's talk about how about we don't get like big oil corporate kickbacks because they're paying you, so this way they don't have to.
Do you see the rigs on that thing?
Yeah, I mean, if you mean by those two like unweatherized arms that are like
look at the rigs on those things, man.
Rigs, racks, you know. I told you she's a porn star. I told you she's a porn star, dude. Like, look at her. She's a Texas porn star. She did Dallas, man.
More like, well, is that where she's from? Where's she from?
You want to know how many oil changes she did? No, just kidding. Okay.
Or you not how many oil changes she did, but how many oil changes she's had.
Well, I guess that depends on the definition, because from what I understood, an oil change is a blowjob.
Could also mean, you know,
educate your audience. Speak.
I mean, during an oil change, you gotta clean out the dipstick too. You know what I'm saying?
So you suck it off, right?
I thought it was the other one. Anyways, let's
wait. The dipstick is the vagina, and not
the dipstick. It's the stick that goes in,
the dick going into the vagina to see if it's dirty or not.
Exactly.
So that would mean a blowjob. Because
I was referring to the other hole.
Wait, the asshole? That's called a rim job.
No. Never mind. Let's just get back to this.
Wait. No, an oil change is a blowjob where you clean off the dipstick with your mouth, because the dipstick is a dick, because you can fit into the vagina. And
you're really trying to get me kicked off in the other place, aren't you?
No, they will kick you off to say COVID-19. Black Lives Matter. You know, they won't kick me off for saying blowjob or vagina. They're not going to care about that. I could say rape the vagina and they wouldn't care. But if I say COVID-19 gave you AIDS, you will get kicked off. Are you on there right now?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I didn't know you were on there right now. You got to warn me before we go live.
Anyways,
I thought you were only on Foxhole, Pilled, and Twit.
No.
You're not gonna get kicked off. They're not gonna look into your episodes.
Not that it matters anyway. It's like I got like 42 followers on freaking YouTube, bro. So it doesn't really matter at this point. But I have gotten
more than I got. I got kicked off.
I've gotten already strikes from YouTube. I've gotten strikes from Facebook Live. Yeah, that's about it so far. You know.
How many? Why? Did they tell you
two strikes for YouTube.
Recently?
No, not recently. It's because the content of it was my recorded content where I was talking about other things. Yeah.
It's been a while then.
It has been a while, but
you'll be okay. They're not going to dig back into your content for this show, even though they did that to me. They went back 4 months into my show just to get me kicked off, and I came back with the 6th account. Okay, I will watch my P's and Q's, because I thought you already kicked off.
So
all right,
okay,
well, this girl has big rigs.
Yeah,
She's got big bosoms.
She does.
Obviously, straight men would want to like put their face in there and pretend it's their mama when they were a kid.
Brumsky.
I don't know why, but like, I don't know. I would never want to put my face in boobs. I would think about my mom if I did. So, okay. So I knew it would be controversial if I wanted to put my face in my mom's boobs, because I would think I was a kid. And that's why I don't understand about men. Like, if a man were to be sucking on his wife's boobs, would he not feel like he was sucking on his mom's boobs? And would not the woman be like, did you suck on your mom's boobs? I think that's weird because, I mean, as a kid, I know it didn't suck on my dad's dick.
Dude, so, you're overthinking things
I'm getting
point.
off topic. You're right. I am. Okay, let's move on with this. I didn't realize it would incite the rage and anger that it did from the press.
The Chronicle.
This hooker said. Okay, so oh wait, but the San Antonio Express News had to get in on this because this is about all the news that they do. San Antonio Express News described the video as disgraceful and pooled its endorsement of Stogner. Oh, they're trying to show like they have some.
Oh, that's not a bad picture, dude.
They don't got class in San Antonio at all.
No, but the picture's down there.
No, just kidding.
The picture doesn't look that bad. It's provocative.
Play the video and they're flopping all up and down. And I'm just kidding.
It doesn't look that bad. Well, it's a video. I mean, I don't know what she. I don't know what she did.
No, just kidding.
I probably will like later after.
It's full frontal on the video.
After I'll play the video after we do all this stuff.
Why you already got kicked off of Yankee Tango? So you may as well just play it now.
Shit, no.
Okay. The article continues. We review social media, and Stogner would never have been our pick had the video appeared before we made our recommendations. The San Antonio Express News, the only paper in the city, said. It's painful to. There used to be more Speak, but they bought them all out. It's painful to rescind a recommendation. There used to be 3 others, but this is an opportunity to reaffirm our principles and expectations. The editorial board said, "I'm going to get her on the show."
Oh wow. Yeah, if you can get it on
audience,
the show,
is there anything you would like me to ask this bitch? Is there anything you would like me to ask this bitch? No, but this is a woman running for this. You know what this is, right? Speak. You know what kind of candidate she is, right?
Oh yeah, I do.
What kind? Tell me.
The one who would.
Because you said, "Oh yeah, I do. I want to know."
Well, I mean, it's pretty. I don't think she's knowledgeable about things. I think she uses, like she says, she has other assets. She said it herself.
Do you think that she's running an honest campaign? Do you look at her and say, you're just dumb, bitch, and you're running a campaign as a stupid bitch just because you want to do right? Is that what you think?
Okay, so that's what she says. She has no. They have no. She said that she doesn't have any money for her campaign, but she has other assets. Is what she said. That's her words. That's not my words.
That what she said? Roll up.
Dude, that's what she said. Isn't that what she said? Look.
I think that's her campaign manager said.
See, they said I needed money. I have other assets. GOP lawyer, her. She said it.
Okay.
She said it, dude. Like, I didn't. That's not my words.
Do you think she's really that stupid?
I don't know. I don't know her. So
I will look at this, and I will say this is for whatever district this bitch is running in. And I'm saying this on your show because if I said it on my show, she wouldn't come on. I'm gonna invite her on, dude.
Well. At the same time too.
I don't know if she's gonna come on my show.
She might hear it from my show from you.
She ain't no, dude. Okay, maybe. And if you send it to her,
I don't know her.
If you send it to her, she's gonna hear me saying this shit. But
I keep scrolling on the picture here for her. I'll just go.
I'm sure you do.
She's not that bad looking, man.
Well, I'm sure.
Oh, look at the next picture.
This bitch is there to steal the vote. This bitch is there to steal the vote, is what I'm saying. Man. This bitch is not running her own campaign. The sentences about her, I don't have much money, but I have other assets. She didn't write that shit. That bitch ain't smart enough to write that shit. Actually, that bitch is probably smarter than that. She's probably like, why would I say that? And they're like, because we just need you to split the vote, bitch. And she's like, oh, okay, give me $1,000 more. Do you know how much money this bitch probably made by doing that nipple star picture that we're looking at right now?
She made a few bucks.
She probably made $5,000 for each of those tits.
She made a few bucks, dude. She made a few bucks.
$10,000 per tit. She's showing both of
she
those
made
tits.
some money.
She made 10 per tit.
She made some
just
money,
for that
dude.
Picture. I bet you she made it just for that picture.
I mean, if you ask me again, if she,
and the people need to know this. Do you know why this is happening right now? Speak. Do you want to know why? We've never seen this. We've never seen in my years. I've never seen this much ridiculousness in a vote.
Yeah, but
And we're
at the
seeing
same
this
time,
much
at the
ridiculousness
same time, I've
because-
never seen such ridiculousness with the whole voting system.
Don't diminish it.
I'm
Steve,
not. I'm
because-
not. I'm
No,
not
you
diminishing.
are. You are.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm
Because
not.
Things have always been this way, and it's always business as usual. Let me tell you what. In the state of Texas, Mr. California.
Whoa, whoa,
in
whoa,
the
whoa,
state of
whoa,
Texas,
whoa!
in the
Please do not attach
I'm
me to
going
that.
there. I'm going there. In the state of Texas, in the last, because I've lived here my whole life. I've never seen this amount of foolishness where I have a woman who's running with her boobs hanging out, and I have AOC and fucking Pocahontas coming into town. Like, we have some crazy shit going on right now in our region that's central to south central going on right now, Speak. And you're from California, so I don't expect you to know that we don't get as crazy as like maybe in California you got bitches running on fucking like wild saloon horses with their boobs hanging out in stars.
No, California has
Texas.
California has women like freaking what's her name?
I even want to know. They're all wearing pink hats with like dirty taints.
No, but what I'm saying is that California has women like Harris. I mean, that speaks volumes too, you know.
Yeah, but she's not going out on a fucking like with her
Shit,
boobs hanging
man.
out on a mechanical bull.
Well,
right?
at the same
Like, and
time, you had a mayor of a major city say, "Yeah, I hit it."
Well, that's what I'm saying, you know. But like this for state politics and Congress, I've never seen, and she's not the only one. There are more. Like Rick Perry, like we have the Phantom Rick Perry governor. Like we have so many like oddities and strange phenomena happening this year in Texas in our primaries for 2022. That you just know that this is because they are trying to sensationalize and split the vote. And so, do you know how many just like straight drunk druggy men are going to vote for this bitch because she showed her tits? Do you know how many people are going to take? Do you know how many votes this bitch is going to take because of what she just did?
I hope not that many. I hope. Hope
she is. No. You're a straight male, and you're else. You don't look that bad, but you have a sense of mind. So imagine if you didn't have a sense of mind, and you don't care about politics in general, but you got your old lady there, or maybe one of your kids who's like, "Go vote, Dad," and you're like, "Okay." And then you're like, oh, well, this bitch is showing her tits. I'll vote for her. And, you know, and this is different.
Well, is she Republican or Democrat?
I don't think at this point they care, dude. I don't think they would care at this point. We are seeing shenanigans up the wazoo. I'm gonna get this bitch on my lower it down a little bit. What's her name? Sarah what?
Stronger.
Sarah Stogner. Stogner, I'm gonna get her on my show. I'm gonna get this Sarah Stogner.
Please do. I would. I'm at your show. I lurk around your show anyway, so you know, I'll just be another day of me lurking.
Okay, get this, dude. You're gonna hear this now. I'm gonna be like, Sarah Stogner, I want you on my show, but the only way that you can come on is if you come on with your star tassels.
Yeah, but how are we gonna know that they're on?
Because you're just fucking tits, dude.
Is it gonna be a video interview? I mean.
It's gonna be live.
Okay,
it's gonna be
like
live.
like video, like with her video of her face. And
how else do I do it?
I am just asking.
I do it live with video and just kidding. I won't do it on podcast if that's what you mean. I will do it on video on my show. I'll see. I'm gonna. I didn't even know about this bitch until tonight. Okay?
Well, hey, get her on, dude. I definitely. It'd be interesting to hear what she has to say, even though I know that, you know.
I wonder what this bitch has to say, because
that's crazy. What she just did. That's nuts, dude.
I know it is, man.
You know,
and you know, tonight's episode won't be on anything related to Mr. CTV until next week. So
I'll tell you what, though.
If this were to be on my channel right now, and they went back and they're like, "Oh, this guy wants you on the show. Let's review it." They would be hearing me saying this shit right now. So
I'll tell you what, dude. Like, if my daughter was that age and doing shit like this, I don't care how old I am. I don't care how old she is. She gonna get her. I'll knock her ass out, dude. I would knock my
those are
daughter
fake,
out.
right?
Huh?
I said, those are fake, right?
I wouldn't know. There's the only way. The only
you
way.
are straight, and you can't even tell those are fake tits.
Well, the only way you can really find out is if you get to touch him. I'm just saying. I mean, yeah, you can see him, but
that's fake. They're fake. I can tell those are fake just by looking at them.
possibly. Possibly.
I can't even imagine what the audience is saying, dude. Forget the rest of the show. What is everyone saying in the audience? That's what I want to know.
Finish the dang article, will you?
Okay.
I want to scroll this picture down too.
Well, no, you don't.
To get to the next one, if there is a next one.
Okay. Strogner said she wished the Express News had waited to hear what she had to say before it pulled out the endorsement. We have radiation in our water, but scantily clad is where the line is drawn, she wrote on Facebook.
Okay, so what does that have to do with the position she's running for, though?
You're right. She's running for Texas Railroad Commissioner.
Yeah.
She is there to pull votes. And so here's the deal, Speak. The Texas Railroad Commissioner is actually a very important position. I would say it's within top 5 of what people need to vote for, as we discussed. It's interesting that this is happening now, Speak, because last week we talked about how important the Texas Railroad Commissioner was. Like, we talked about it on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Like, those who listen to the Seaport and Lone Star News know I was on it for about 2 shows talking about, damn, this is actually a very important position that none of us knew about because it's got a fucking cheap name, like Texas Railroad Position. We think you're just going to go like make sure the tracks are straight and make sure the trains are running, but it's a whole lot more than that. So I actually found it quite interesting that now they have this crazy ass story about this crazy ass bitch running for that position. It makes no sense other than the fact that maybe they're listening, because they don't want the people of Texas to vote for the right person. So now I have to triple down on my research on the candidates, because this bitch was not a candidate last week. We had like 3, and now she's part of the 4. So something's up here, dude, because something's up. But like, there's 3 positions for the Texas Railroad Commissioner. There were only 3 people voting, and now this bitch is in the mix. So we really got to look at it. And all I can say is we will be back on with Lone Star News and C Report before the primaries, and we're going to do a deep dive. I told the audience, if you can at least look into your representative for your district and figure it out, because it's not going to be easy. Some of the people in this primary have like 6 GOP candidates to go through. Some of them have 8 GOP candidates to go through. Some have 4 GOPs, and that's hard enough at 2 or 3 or 4, to like have to like figure out who is who within each of them. I said, but if you can do that for yourself in your own district, we will go through the rest of the ballot. We're going to go through the propositions. We're going to go through the railroad commissioners. We're going to go through the DAs. We're going to go through the judges. So before Monday of next week, we're going to do all of that on my channel. And I need this bitch on my show.
Interesting character. She definitely is.
I'm gonna be like, show your boobies. I'll be like, let's have some drinks on the show, and I'll do like a This Is New Speak Uneasy with Mr. C on my channel with this bitch. I'll be like, we're just gonna go on the show and have a good time. It's gonna be like, hey girl, hey, like, let's just have some drinks. Let's pretend it's Sunday brunch, and like, let's see what this bitch has got to say. And maybe if she's having some drinks on the channel with me, she'll start to divulge some information. Like, they told her to do this so she could strip the vote, because this bitch is obviously not a serious candidate.
I don't think she even has a campaign manager, to be honest.
You're probably right, dude. Yeah. You're probably right. She probably doesn't have a campaign manager. She just probably has someone that says, I'm going to give you X amount of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, she may have a handler. But she may have a handler, but
yeah, you're right. You're right. She probably has someone that offered her a lot of money to run just to split the vote or to take some votes away from someone who's really reliable. And now I gotta double down even harder to make sure that we pick the right railroad commissioners, because these are actually very important positions. And if she were to get elected into this position, all she would have to do is go, like, I don't know, tickle Rhino Abbott's dingling, and he'd give her a couple of thousands of dollars, and things would be peachy between them, and both of them would be making some money, and probably hundreds of thousands of Texans would be dying if the grid went down again. And it would be because that's the kind of role that the Texas Railroad Commissioner plays. They are responsible to keeping Texans alive based on energy that goes into their homes. And they want some bitch who's riding naked on a fucking horse with stars on her fucking breasts to be in charge of that. That's a joke. It's a total joke. And so once again, just like Putin, I took this really serious. No, just kidding.
Well, let's continue on with the article, man. Let's continue on.
Is there still more? Anyways, okay.
Yeah, there's still more.
Where did I leave off? Last week, Stogner told Kent's Five, I want to put my boobs back on and have a serious conversation.
Oh.
No, wait. Stogner told Kent's Five, San Antonio, I might add, I want to put my clothes back on. They told me I could put them back on and have a serious conversation. I want to talk about groundwater. She doesn't even want to talk about the power grid. She doesn't even want to talk about the national natural gas companies that her position would regulate. She didn't want to talk about that because she'd probably be stripping for them. Okay. She says, I want to talk about flaring. Are you talking about your vagina flaring after you had too many fucking rich oil tycoon dick up there or what?
Oh,
anyway, she says, I want to talk about, I can only say this on your show. I want to talk.
Oh, gee, thanks. I'm glad you feel liberated to say shit like that.
I feel so comfortable talking about tycoon dick flaring vagina flaps on your show. Speak it easy. I can't do it on my channel. Okay, so
please continue on.
it's roast beef turkey sandwich
Oh, jeez.
at fucking Sarah Stockton's house. Okay, so okay, wait. Stogner, not Stockton, sorry. Okay, so it goes on to say she wants to talk about winterizing her labial lips. Okay, hold on. She says, I want to talk about winterizing my infrastructure.
Oh, God.
And her pipelines.
Well, apparently she said that that's boring.
Oh, I don't. Well.
No, that's what she says.
She says, but that's boring. It doesn't get clickbait. What? She'd rather just show her tits.
Well, there it is.
Because apparently,
right there. She just said it right there, dude. It doesn't get clickbait.
Damn.
So she's already presenting her intentions. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's insane.
She just flat out said it right there.
100%. She said the candidate said the clip has opened opportunities to discuss the real issues about her campaign. The video is being perceived just as I desired. A knock on the door, and now that door is open. She told Fox News, it has allowed me to engage folks who appreciated my passion and concerns for riding an electric bull naked. She says, despite its name, the Railroad Commission has not regulated railroads since 2005. I told you. Instead, it oversees the Lone Star State's oil and gas industry, which means whoever is over the Railroad Commission is in their pocket unless they are truly of integrity. That's a position to be in. It's top 5. It is beneath Secretary of State, obviously, but it's top 5. Despite neither Christian nor a second GOP challenger, Tom Slocum, has responded to requests for comment by the Chronicle. Another candidate, Dwayne Tipton, is endorsed by all 3 of the state's largest papers. said he doesn't fault Stogner. Like, she's just there to split the vote from whoever's important.
Oh, I
That's all
agree.
she's there for.
I agree.
Either that, either that speak, or either that, or she was already a trick for one of the railroad commissioners, or she's a trick for one of the oil.
It could be both.
Natural gas.
It could be both.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt that this bitch is a trick for any of those guys, and she's already had her tits in their face and had her badge all over them, and they're just like, run, baby. Just so this way, maybe if you get in, we'll just supply you, you supply us. We make sure, and we live happy together, baby. Like, I don't doubt it. She's a trick for them. This is a fucking trick hoe. Like, this is a fucking trick whore bitch. We don't need in our fucking. And I'm thank you for letting me share this article, because I could not say this on my show and invite her on my show. I'm gonna be like, you're a trick hoe bitch. You get me in my right mind, and I will not hold back the truth from these people. I will not, because there's a lot of things I could have said to Kyle Sinclair. Anyways, let's go on. It says it was a Hail Mary to energize her campaign. It's not something that I would personally do or undertake, he told the Chronicle. Stogner said she is used to being objectified.
Oh, there it is.
In this male-dominated oil and natural gas industry. I understand that when I walk into a room or a space, they smell my dirty pussy. People don't assume that I'm a lawyer.
Lawyers have no good reputations, that's for sure.
Nor do lawyer assistants, okay? Or that I'm competent or anything to do with oil and gas, she told the paper. But I am and have. I got your attention now. So let's put. She says, so let's put our clothes on. I guess they were naked during this interview. I guess I'm gonna have to be naked when I interview her and talk about the issues she had.
And that's the whole article,
God.
Finally. Okay.
God bless. You just wanted to see that picture again.
No. I'm just scrolling back up. I mean, she's not bad looking, but
imagine what the audience has to say.
She's not.
She looks filthy. She looks dirty. She looks like she smells and she has diseases.
No, that could possibly be so. It could possibly be so. Let's see.
But does it matter? She still looks good.
Yeah, she's all right. She's all right. Okay, let me go back to the chats here. Let me also take everybody back to the bar real quick. There. Let's go. Hold on. There. Jeez. Okay, there. That's better. Let me go back. Okay. So let's go back to the chats here. Whiskey Blue says this show went south fast. Jeez. Java says this convo went straight to the gutter. Ha! Pilled by the Rabbit says you can keep that hat on. Liz, hey, what's going on? Cochino, you talking about changing the oil? A little bit. Pilled was saying, you talking oil or dipsticks? Java says,
that's what I'm saying.
Not mention the windshield wiper fluid. Liz is laughing. Well, I'm glad she has the humor to laugh about all this stuff. Connie Ketchup says, hello all. Hello, Connie. Thanks for coming by. So good to be here. I skipped work because of ice. Oh, where are you at? Is she here too? Mr. C, is she here in this state as well?
Wait, did she skip work because of ice on the road, or because of ice the
snow
the terrorist group?
I don't know. Java says, glad you can make it, Connie. Pilled is laughing.
Connie's awesome.
Pilled is saying Riggs and he's laughing. Rusty trumpets. my goodness. Whiskey Blue says the Speak Uneasy rated R for language and sexual content. Well, it's mostly from Mr. C. I'm trying to keep it. I'm trying to be a better person. Let's just put it that way. But sometimes I do drop F-bombs, and I mean,
you're the one who finds that bitch hot.
I didn't say hot. I said she's okay.
Yes, you did.
She's
okay. It's okay if she
okay.
rides on a horse naked.
I mean, you were asking me about her looks, and that's all. That's all I gave her.
I didn't never ask you about her looks. You volunteered that, sir.
I mean, I probably did. I probably did.
I never said speak. Do you think she looks good?
She's okay.
I never said that.
She's okay.
You always said that. I never asked that.
No, but remember at the beginning when you started reading the article, I mean, it only would make a difference if she looked good. And she doesn't look bad, but she didn't look hot either. She's okay.
Well, yeah. Just as long as you don't ever ask that.
DJ Krusu is back. Connie Ketchup says, yeah, it's going to be bad here. Ice, not snow. Oh, you guys have snow out there. Sorry to hear that. I hate snow. I dislike snow. DJ Cruz says, oh, wow, I just came back to this. We're talking about all sorts of... Well, I mean, it's the article kind of brought all the sexuality out. She has other assets. Yeah, she does. Mature audiences. Well, the kids shouldn't even be awake at this time, to be honest. They shouldn't be awake at this time. It's already past midnight. So they shouldn't even be awake to begin with. Liz saying that she thirsty, man.
The chick with the stars on her breast.
Joe Java says Patriot pasties. Pilled says just think of them as soft my pillows and support election integrity. Support my pillows. That's a good one.
That's good.
That is a good one. That is a good one. Java is saying Twilight Zone. Whiskey So says, so this is news? Exactly. Can I mail in my vote?
You got it, man. You got it.
Pilled says that's the biggest oil dipstick I've ever seen. She's right.
That is funny.
Fighter jets have arrived, says Connie Ketchup. Poonslayer, what's going on? Cock and balls. Oh, more sexual stuff coming out. Oh man. See, Pilled is saying you got to interview her now. Whiskey says I think he roofied himself. He said he might be referring to you. Oh my goodness. Liz says that's sick of men vote for that. I wouldn't vote for that. I already know that that's a ploy to take away votes. You know, she may be not intelligent, but she may be intelligent. She's using her other assets. That's her words. You know. Mm-hmm. Pilled says if you interview her, do it very late at night. Oh my God.
Only if she's in her tassels.
Oh my.
I would be like, you can only come on if you got tassels on. We want to see the tassels, bitch.
Can you show us the outfit that you were?
I'm telling you. What? Be like, you have outfit? To be on camera.
Okay. I think we should put our clothes on, just like what she said, right? In that interview at the end.
Right? I'm gonna tell her. I'll tell her I'll be on camera naked.
She said, Pilled goes, she might flash the camera. Yeah, instead of the camera flashing her, she'd be flashing the camera. Is your camera racist? I see how these articles connect. Liz is throwing up. Bill says spank her ass. Liz says prostitution. Could be. No, that's very possible. That's very possible. Kiss,
No, they're getting the wrong idea about this candidate. She's
Kiss,
not a
thank you for
prostitute.
dropping the links. Kiss, thank you so much. Victoria, thank you so much for the can. Man, this is going like. This is, all right.
Nonstop at this point.
And I think everybody else is just talking to each other. Okay. So here's the last article that I have. I was really contemplating between one and the other, but I think this one is a good way to end these articles. And I know I still have these videos I got to show. So let me go to the article real quick. Okay, where are we at? Bam. All right, here we go. The video was even better on this one. I waited towards the end for this one so I can play all the videos at the end, because even this needs video for the content, for the context of the article. This one is by skynews.com.au.
Australia.
I think so. Crystal Wu.
Sky News.
Crystal Wu was the one who wrote this article. Article reads, every woke buzzword used in Carol Adams' debate claiming meat is linked to having a white supremacist patriarchal worldview. Animal rights advocate Carol Adams, well, there you go. Animal rights advocate Carol Adams has been criticized for claiming that white supremacists weaponized eating meat, eggs, and dairy to reclaim their wounded masculinity.
What?
Where's the connect? I don't see the connection. I don't see the connection at all. Okay, so this article...
Eating meat and what?
Eating meat, eggs, and dairy to reclaim their wounded masculinity. All right, so this one was in February 11th of this year. Animal rights advocate and apparently she's an author too. Carol Adams has been savaged for throwing every woke buzzword into a fiery speech at the Oxford Union Beyond Meat debate on Wednesday. Pardon me. Miss Adams, well, if you see her picture, it explains why she's a miss. Miss Adams claimed eating meat is linked to a white supremacist patriarchal worldview, and that white supremacists weaponize eating meat, eggs, and dairy to reclaim their wounded masculinity. I don't know. I like steaks. I like beef because it tastes good. I don't know.
I love steak.
Jeez, man. Yeah, remember the K barbecue spot that we went to when we first met? Remember that place?
Dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I do.
But
I do.
But social media users were quick to hit back at the viral speech, arguing the use of woke logic threads has no overarching connection to meat.
Overarching.
The sexual politics of meat. What the what? Author argues.
So meat have politics? Is that what she's saying?
The sexual politics of meat. I mean, I can see it as a joke, as a punchline to a joke, but okay. Obviously, this is not a joke to this person. Author argues the act of eating animal corpses are massaged by euphemistic language like hamburgers, steak, and bacon. Well, that's why your ass...
Oh, I love all that.
That's why her face looks so pasty. She looks so pasty, dude. Her skin looks so pasty because she don't have that protein.
Crispy bacon?
Dang, dude.
Oh my God, you're gonna make me hungry, dude. Why are you reading this article?
In order to be eaten, animals must disappear as living beings. That is, be killed, she said, or he said. They then disappear conceptually as so many forms in which we eat animal corpses are massaged by euphemistic language like hamburger, steak, pork, bacon. Even the speaker just before me talked about turkeys.
Steak, pork, bacon.
He's talking about dead, butchered turkeys of whom part of their bodies would be eaten, she said. I don't know about turkeys, man.
Oh, that sounds good.
I don't
like
know
turkey
about turkey.
too.
I don't know about turkeys.
I like
anymore.
turkey. I'll eat turkey and giblets.
Meat eaters order leg of lamb, not a baby lamb's leg, and your
I
hamburger.
don't like lamb. It's too gamey. I had this bitch that tried to make me lamb one time, and it was like a burger that was like 10 inches thick, and I was like, ain't cooked.
Yeah, I don't.
And
like,
I was like, this
it's too
tastes too.
gamey.
And she was like, I put all of this season in it, and it still tasted gamey, and
Yeah.
it was still kind of like medium rare, and that was so gross. I cannot have lamb. I don't like gamey. Well, let's have a talk. Let's have a barbecue right now, brother.
You know, your hamburger comes with a dose of misogyny. Whoa, this lady, man.
Whoa, girl.
Obviously, she's
Whoa,
never
we
been
love
to.
cows.
She's never been to a good burger
Men
joint.
love cows. How could it be misogynistic of men love cows?
I
thought men hate.
I love the cow so much I make the cow a part of me, in my stomach. Miss Adams used the September 11 attacks and a black man being selected as U.S. president as an example of how she believes men are reclaiming their wounded masculinity by eating meat, eggs, and dairy. That's why, after 9/11, a focus on men as heroes and on meat eating became part of reclaiming of a wounded masculine. What the hell is this lady talking about? Look how pasty she looks, dude. The pornography of meat?
I don't know.
What is she talking about?
Of boobs. I see a rack of boobs and a plate of meat. I don't know. She didn't look pasty to me, but she looks like she got a good suntan, and that plate looks delicious to me. I don't know what she's eating there, but it looks like it's on the bone.
You know, when a black man was elected a U.S. president, we saw how white this wounded masculinity was. What? What the hell is she talking about?
Are you talking about that bitch with the fucking like? Yeah, I see her now. She is a pasty bitch. She looks like she drinks the lives out of the children of Salem. She looks like she licks up the like 5-year-old badge, and she has these like 10-year-old bangs that are like coming across.
Dude,
she looks like a witch.
She doesn't realize that it's 2022, dude, and her hair is still in the back in the 70s look. I don't know.
1800s.
White supremacists weaponize eating meat, eggs, and dairy. Images of milk drinking white men, of platters groaning with meat, and the baiting of liberal men as so-called soy boys are all part of the neo-Nazi message. What the hell is she talking about? This is their right. The neo-Nazis say this is their identity. What? Dude, I love meat, dude.
Me too.
She added, I know you do. Our whiteness is part of the problem of meat eating, but
I love meat cake.
But her assertions were ridiculed by social media users who described her speech incoherent gibberish.
I just don't like a salty rim. That's about it.
She definitely got the veg head, grain brain going on. One person on Reddit commented, "Incoherent gibberish." Another wrote. Many commented on the use of her woke logic threads. Dude, what the hell is this? That word is just it triggers me now, dude. In her argument
everything woke.
Yeah.
And everything woke is shit.
In her argument about meat eaters claiming the term have no connection to each other or to meat.
I should say, if you didn't know that, to start, where the fuck did you come from?
Every lefty woke buzzword used to describe eating meat, laugh out loud, and this is at Oxford. One person tweeted, "What? Every lefty woke buzzword used to describe eating meat, laugh out loud, and this is at Oxford." One person tweeted. Okay. The entire argument about meat from Carol Adams is a grab bag of woke logic threads and terms that have no arcing connection to eat other, or to meet. What? Another person described
They don't tend to.
Another person described her speech as the final stage of wokeness.
When you start to eat yourself, or what?
Probably. Probably. Let's see. If you eat meat, you're a white man. I eat meat. I'm a male, yes. My skin color is brown, yellow, whatever you want to say. I don't know. That's the gist of her part of the debate. Another said, "You're a white supremacist if you eat meat," is easily the craziest take I've ever heard. So, this made the cut for This Is News for today. This is ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, man. You want to talk about wokeness? Visit thecreport.com in a few days. We got a whole article on it, I promise you.
Jeez, man.
Actually, if I can say, tomorrow speak, because I have been off the air with the C Report the last couple of days. We're probably going to do about 5 watch parties tomorrow.
Oh,
and
dang.
one of them is going to be about everything woke turns to shit. It's going to be about the origins of woke and how woke, out of postmodernism and other types of isms, have come and tried to destroy not only our opinions on reality, but to cancel Joe Rogan. So look for that tomorrow, guys. We're going to have about 5 watch parties tomorrow on Mr. C TV, here on the Mr. C channel, here at the Foxhole app, here at Twitch. But you have to go to my Twitch channel to figure that out. But at the Foxhole app, you guys know where to find me.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure that was attractive. I'm sure that was attractive. I'm sure that sold him, right? That sold him, right? Like he burped. Let's go.
After all that seriousness, they're like, and then all of a sudden, I'm like, and then they're like, yeah, you just ruined it, man.
Yeah.
All I heard was the Price is Wrong song. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Yeah, you know what I mean. All right, let's go to the chats here real quick. Pilled by the Rabbit says, sexual politics of meat? Apparently. Yeah. Apparently it's misogynistic and racist to eat, barbecue. I don't know. I don't know. Liz says all she eats is... You got to see the emoji,
what
man.
Saying?
All she eats is emoji of eggplant.
Oh, is that a fact, girl? Is that a fact?
Java says this sounds like some RBG rhetoric. Is she still alive, dude? They kept her alive, right? I don't know.
Liz, no.
Born Deplorable 7684. Hey, how have you been? I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, the bar is open late. Hey, barkeep, long time no see. You got any of that Pendleton whiskey back there? No, not today. Today was
name dropping.
Today
How are you
was
gonna come into someone's bar you've never been into to start name dropping things? Is Pendleton an expensive whiskey?
I've never had Pendleton before. I've heard of it, but I've never had it before.
I'm like, get out of here. We don't take kindly to your kind around here. No, just kidding.
No, I've heard of Pendleton before, but I've never had it. Born Deplorable. We had gin today. I had a cocktail today called the Bulldog Highball, which is a gin-based drink, and it was pretty good. It was a pretty good drink. It had gin, it had orange juice, and it's supposed to be ginger ale, but I didn't have any, so I used ginger beer, which is still good.
Methamphetamines in it.
Oh, jeez.
Just kidding.
Liz says she's a vegetarian.
Who's a bitch? What did you say?
No, Liz says that she's a vegetarian. I'm reading the chats. Pay attention. Keep your head keep your head in the game, man. Keep your head in the game.
I have too many calves, and that woman is stirring that like orange sprigs.
Oh,
around that cup so much.
you're talking about the okay, well then let's go to
Orange,
let's go to the pour then. Let's go to the pour. Um
go to the pour. I'm watching this woman pour she's rubbing that orange sprig around.
let's see.
That, so
Java
that zest of
says
orange.
when I go gamey, I choose to eat Monopoly.
Wait, what?
When I go gamey, I choose to eat Monopoly. That's what he said, and it's the punchline.
Java. I can't wait to go get high with you.
Pilled by the Rabbit says turkeys and lamb, and better for my blood type than chicken and or pork. Yeah, I try to avoid
But
pork.
turkey's not gamey, so that's okay.
Yeah,
But lamb is so gamey.
I've been traumatized by turkey. Just put it that way. Turkey
Sandwiches.
I used to like turkey. I used to
Cold
like
cuts.
turkey. But I've gotten traumatized by turkey. I really have.
At least I know if we ever have a picnic together, speak not to bring you a turkey sandwich.
Not cold
But the
cut
bitch
turkey.
was all cake.
Not turkey cold cuts.
Would you like some roast?
No.
You wouldn't. Would you like some roast beef?
No,
Would you like
because
some Black Forest ham?
jeez.
How about I just bring you a po' boy? Will that be okay?
Never had one of those before. Let's see. Liz says
Oh, then you got
there is legs on that burger logo pic.
what is
Java
she talking
says
about?
she has that Scooby-Doo look. Yeah, she does have that Scooby-Doo look, doesn't she? She does. Pill says
Marsha or
no. He's talking about that chick talking about the racist meat eating stuff. I forgot her name. Whatever her name was, or is. Pilled by the Rabbit says that burger logo
racist white vegetarian.
reminds me of a pie shop near here called the Home of Homemade Pies. You know, there's a place in LA called the House of Pies. It's actually pretty decent. I always thought it was
It's not a pedo place.
come on, man.
Have you ever been to Voodoo Donuts in Austin?
No, but I've been to the one in Portland.
Seattle?
I've been to the one in Portland.
Portland. That's a pedo place.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know at the time. I did not know.
Neither did I. And
I did not know.
I was like, oh, they have a donut called the chocolate creamy dick, and I was like, I had no idea it was.
Yeah,
pedo
I
place.
didn't. I had no clue.
I just thought
I
they
thought
were
it.
gay.
I thought it was just like a novelty kind of donut shop.
Same. Dude.
I thought it was a novelty donut shop, and then years later, I found out like, yeah, they're all into that, and I'm like, fuck, dude, I can't
Mhm.
believe I gave my money to that place. But
Crazy
hey,
shit.
you know,
You live, you learn.
Yep.
Just like Alanis Morissette says.
exactly. You live and you learn.
That bitch. Okay, go ahead.
I guess that's the way. It's a Canadian. Okay, Bourne says it's a Canadian. What? What's that word? Whiskey
kind
from
of
Oregon.
whiskey.
Okay, it's a Canadian whiskey.
Blended? Maybe it's blended.
Okay, it's a Canadian blended whiskey from Oregon. Okay, yeah.
That makes sense.
If I can try to check it out, I'll try to check it out. I've heard of it, but I've never drank it before. I'm not into Canadian whiskey, you know. I when it comes to whiskey, and we're talking about whiskey, not Scotch, not bourbon. We're talking about whiskey. If it comes to whiskey, I like Japanese whiskey the best. That's my Japanese whiskey is my go-to. Irish whiskey would be number
That's
2, and Canadian's not even up there. But since it's from Oregon, I might give it a try. So yeah, I'll definitely try it out. Liz is asking who food poisoned me. DJ Chrisu says, gotta go. Take care always, not just sometimes. Thank you for coming by, DJ Chrisu. Pilled by the Rabbit says,
The other half of
homemade pie in the Thunderbird. Homemade pie.
you get it? It's homemade pie.
No,
not
he said
homemade.
ho.
Homemade.
Yeah,
pie.
homemade pie. I got it.
Like the hoe made that pie.
Let's see. Liz says, so what type of donut did you what type of donut did you eat? I don't even remember. It wasn't one of those. It wasn't one of those
I had a
penis
creamy
shaped. Yeah, it wasn't for me. It wasn't any of those penis shaped donuts. No, I don't even remember, to be honest.
Mine was the young little boy's virgin whole with blueberries. That's the donut I had at.
Oh, man. I'm never going back.
My donut was the little boy's strawberry twat.
I am never going to that place ever again. Never, ever, never. Like I said, I've been there. I've been there once. No, I've been there once.
I went once also. I bought like 20 donuts. I was like, oh, it's a novel.
Yeah, it's a novelty.
Oh,
yeah.
That's what I thought at first, and then I found out.
Yeah, I found out years later that they were all into that. I was like, shit, too late for that now.
I'll do an expose in the dark sometime. I will. We're gonna burn down that shit.
All right.
You guys want to be there for a live stream? We're gonna burn down that shit.
Let me look for these. let me look for these video clips here real quick for the.
But just so you know, Speak, my internet is running out, so I will hang on as long as I can. But in case I get a disconnect, it has been an absolute pleasure hanging out with everyone tonight. And
it has been well. It has been quite interesting, so to say.
Never let me have a Cabernet before I come on your show.
Yeah, as far as that meat-eating lady, what I'll do is I will not play the video because it's a long video. If you want to be entertained, I can drop the link if you want to be entertained with that. I have no problem dropping the link for that.
I'd rather see the chick on the cow with the tassels.
Let's see. Hold on for a moment. Okay, so the first link that I'm going to drop is for that cow eating stuff that's racist, apparently, to her. And let's see, the video that we're referring to with the candidate, right? The TikTok video. What's her name? Something Stonger. What's her name? Sarah Stonger. Let me see. Let's see if she has a video. Let's see. Okay, yeah, she has. There's a video on that one. Okay, so I will play the candidate for the railroad position. Hold on for a moment. Let's go here. Let's go to video share. Oops. Hey, where'd you go? Give me a minute here. Trying to do this. There we go. Okay. So here's the video with that lady who's running for the railroad commissioner position. And I'll see you. It's only like about a couple minutes. So let's play this. Mr. C, if I can have you just mute yourself.
10, a candidate for the Railroad Commission faces backlash tonight for a racy campaign video. The TikTok shows a Republican seated on top of an oil pump jack, almost completely naked. She tells Eyewitness News reporter Matt Houston she's trying to make a point.
With Stogner, please vote early starting tomorrow.
Despite the TikTok, Sarah Stogner is not a fringe candidate. In a January U of H poll, she finished second, just 4 points behind the railroad commissioner she wants to replace. The Express News even endorsed her in the Republican primary until today.
I don't even know where to begin. As a political scientist, I've never seen anything like this.
UTSA political scientist John Taylor says the TikTok is working as intended, though he finds little comfort in its success.
We're not at idiocracy yet, but it sometimes make you wonder when you see stuff like this.
Thousands of people have already watched the video, perhaps highlighting how little attention the railroad commissioner's race usually earns. Sad, Taylor says, since they're among the most powerful politicians in Texas charged with regulating oil and gas. Stogner says that's partly her point.
I want to talk about flaring. I want to talk about winterizing our intrastate pipelines. But that's boring. That doesn't get clickbait.
But it does.
All right, I'm going to stop it there. I mean, that's pretty much it for that video. Yeah. Mr. C, you still there? Take you back to the bar here. Apparently not. Apparently not. Apparently not. Mr. C, are you there? Oh no, what happened? Oh, you're not there anymore. Okay, well, I'm going to have to carry this on my own at this point. Okay. All right. So he dropped out. Yeah. Schlanger. I apologize. Mr. C did drop out. Now, I'm going to go play the last video of the night, which would be the video of the quote, the woke, the whole woke camera, which is very, very ridiculous. Hold on, let me find that video real quick. Close this out. Close that out. Google Pixel 6 commercial. Google Pixel 6 Super Bowl commercial. Okay. I'm going to play the commercial that they played during the Super Bowl. And I don't know. You guys can figure out like where they're taking this commercial to. Yeah. Anyways, without further ado, let's go to this video real quick. Let me just make sure I have this all set up here real quick. Let me just I'm gonna fix this up real quick and then I'm gonna show it to you guys. So just give me a minute. I'll be right back.
I work from home a lot, and sometimes I want to use an additional monitor, but I don't really want to have
always struggle.
Okay, here is the video of the commercial during the Super Bowl for that Pixel 6 Google camera phone or whatever it is. And we can discuss it when I come back.
With having good lighting.
Every single yearbook photo of mine has been terribly shot since I was a kid.
I always show up as too dark or shiny. 'Cause if you love me...
I had to pause that real quick because... Okay, so the lady says I always show up too dark. Okay, and it showed that there was no lighting. Like, of course, you can't be seen because there's no lighting. Like, I don't understand. You need the lighting focused on you so then people can see you with the camera. And not only that, but doesn't the camera have like flash or something like that? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Let me continue this video. Let's continue on.
You love all of me. Everything the light touches. Oh, baby, give me light touches. Oh, yes. Look me in my eyes. Takes over my mind. Don't you be afraid. No, 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 no. And if you love me, you love all of me. Or none of me at all.
Okay. The commercial was pretty darn woke. if you ask me. I mean, it's pretty obvious the agenda is pushing. They're pushing some kind of agenda there, right? I don't know. I just don't know what to say anymore. They've always been pushing this whole race thing, and you know, all these other things. And come on, man, a camera, really? A camera? Is that where we're going now? And besides, it looks like that this video was taken with professional cameras, not the camera phone, but professional cameras. So I don't know. I don't know what to think anymore. I really don't. I signs of the times. I don't know. I really don't know. Anyhow. Okay. Well, I think we've had way too much fun today. We kind of went off topic a few times here, but we were still able to get through the show. And it is dangerous when drinks are being poured here sometimes. Nonetheless, you know, we press on, and we try to make this show as entertaining as possible for you guys, so you can let out some steam the same way we do when we encounter these quote news articles, I guess you can say. Anyhow, well, that's my time for tonight, everybody. And it was a pleasure to open up the bar to you guys. Had a lot of fun. Had a lot of interesting moments. Nonetheless, it's always a good time to be around great company, and you know, having a great time in general. So as I close the bar, like I usually do, remember to always be kind to one another. And if an opportunity presents itself to pick somebody up, please do so, because you'll never know when you're going to need the picking up. So, with all that being said,
the bar is now closed.
I can't help but wonder if I'm under a spell. It's more than a passing notion. I've never fallen with such devotion. I can't help but wonder if it's only a dream. Am I naive, or can I believe that things are really as they seem? Can anyone explain how to understand what's true? I know I just can't tame it. Whenever I'm with you, I can't help but wonder if you wonder about me. 'Cause lately I can't help but wonder how wonderful this might be.
Can anyone explain it? How to understand what's true? I know I just can't take it. Whenever I'm with you, I can't help but wonder if you wonder about me. 'Cause lately I can't help but wonder how wonderful this might be. 'Cause lately I can't help but wonder how wonderful this might be.